Welcome back to another episode of This Show Sucks, the show where we couldn't help but wonder, does this show suck? My name is Deanna Ortiz, here with my co-host Jonah Jurkens.
I'm Jonah Jurkens.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. It's been so long.
It's been so long.
We say that every episode because in between every episode, Jonah goes on a month-long vacation.
You went on 2 vacations since we've podcast.
1.
2. You went to Michigan?
Oh, I went to Michigan for a weekend. I went to Michigan for 3 days.
That's a different state. That's a trip.
You were in Miami for
3 weeks?
Yeah. That's different.
Yeah.
You were in Japan for a month.
I was in Japan for a month.
Mm-hmm.
No, 3 weeks.
We weren't trying to record the weekend that I was in Michigan. Okay.
Okay. Oh, wow. Already, come back. I haven't seen you in forever, and I'm getting shade left and right. Mm-hmm. I was in Japan, and I was also in. I also went to Backstreet Boys in Las Vegas.
Oh my god, that's right. How was it?
Incredible.
Ugh.
One of the best things ever.
What was the best part about it? I'm gonna cry.
One was AJ still being like, you could tell every now and again he's like, "We're still hot, right, guys?" And then everyone's like, yeah, and then he'd be like, "Oh no," and then it was like that, and then
the banter.
The banter was all right.
Okay,
it was like one of the best shows I've ever seen with a mediocre band.
Okay, fair.
They were live. They were great live.
Mm-hmm.
I think their voices are losing it a little bit.
Yeah,
I think, but it was. They are. You have to see them. Have you ever seen them live?
No.
You have to.
I would love to.
They're great.
How close were you?
So we were at the Sphere.
Yeah.
So I heard the best seats are halfway up.
Cool.
Because you actually get to see the whole Sphere. So we were sitting there.
Cool.
And Deanna, like,
I love them.
Let me I know they were so good. But like this Sphere is crazy.
That's what I hear. It's wild.
Like it starts, and first off, like you're if you don't know, you're surrounded by this dome, and it's all display. Mm-hmm. And so because of that, and it's so crystal clear that like you don't know how high the ceiling actually is.
Cool.
And then the first thing they do is like you're put inside this like almost like not like a laser or whatever, but you're like shot into space, and then you like in space, and you have this moment where you feel kind of like you're floating.
Yeah.
And I had to like look straight down because it took me like 15 minutes to get like orientated to what I was seeing.
Yeah.
And it was like
cool.
It was the best experience.
And then do they come in on the harnesses and stuff? Or they come in?
No, they kind of like jumped in through like the kind of like the chute thing on the bottom.
Yeah.
But then there is a thing where they go up on the harness. But you know what's crazy about that is like because the harness is connected to the ceiling, you can see where that is connected to. So then you're like, whoa, it's only that high? Like I thought it felt like it goes on forever.
Cool.
If you ever get a chance to go to Sphere,
I want
you got to go to the right band.
I want to see the
though.
Backstreet Boys.
I know.
I love them.
Is in May or June.
Are you serious?
I want that.
I do know. You go. I won't.
Why?
Because we can't all go together. That would be crazy.
Why can't we go?
I wouldn't want to go to No Doubt.
What?
We can't go as a podcast? Why?
Because I'm not that big of a fan.
Same.
Yeah.
Right?
Boo.
Hey.
Yeah, but visual. You got to go to like a visually like a band that knows how to do visuals on stage. I don't think No Doubt's like a band.
A ska band you don't think would have good visuals with the Sphere? You're insanity.
I bet you Backstreet Boys is 1,000 times better. I bet you Backstreet Boys is the best band they've had at the Sphere so far.
Well, they had
Not the Eagles?
No, you two probably would have.
You two probably rock.
Do you know
probably rock.
Mike Myers went to see somebody in Vegas?
Dead and Company.
Yes, those graphics were incredible.
Yeah,
and also everybody's high, so
I know, and I'm sure it was like really like trippy, but this is like you feel like you're in space.
Cool.
Cool.
Let's go back.
What was that?
It feels like you're in space. Like, just like,
I don't think I said it like that.
Okay, can I say the craziest thing? So like obviously growing up in the 90s, everybody has their Backstreet Boy and their NSYNC member. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to my friend and I was like, oh, mine was AJ, blah, 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 whatever. And then I said, nobody was Kevin. And she said, no, our mutual friend, her Backstreet Boy is Kevin. And I said, ew, why? Even though I love Kevin now, like, yes. But back in the day, I was like, oh, this is like the old guy with the hair and the mustache. So we text her and we're like, LOL, we're talking about like Backstreet Boys, whatever. And I heard your Backstreet Boy is Kevin. And she was like, oh my God, yeah, I love him. The next day, she is at the airport and she sees AJ.
Really?
Walking through the airport.
Whoa.
We had literally just talked. We literally manifested them. So she's walking and she sees AJ and she's like, LOL, I'm at Burbank. AJ is here. And I was like, what? And then she gets to her gate and she's like, Kevin is here too. They're both on my flight.
Whoa.
And I was like, what the fuck? And so then the two Backstreet Boys on a flight. And so then they fly and they land or whatever. And she said Kevin was just standing there with a security guard waiting for his baggage. And she was like, I have to go say something. And I was like, we literally just talked about that. And so she went over, got a picture with him and said, you're my favorite. I know everybody always says that, but I actually mean it. I was like, yes. Isn't that crazy? Like we had just talked about it. And then they were in front of her less than 24 hours
It's
later.
like he manifested it.
Yes!
Right?
Ugh.
I would say that Kevin now looks like Jacob Malorty in Frankenstein.
Jacob Elordi?
Elordi in
I
Frankenstein.
like Malordi though.
I don't know Jacob.
You
Jacob
gotta
I-
make a Malort ad like that.
yeah,
You
Jacob
have to.
Malorty. Yeah.
I think Kevin was so slept on in the 90s.
He was hotter in the 90s.
He was, but I think he looks
was the
hot
one in
now.
the
I think he
90s.
looks hot now.
All the girls I ever dated were always obsessed with the country bumpkin one. Which one was that?
Brian?
Brian. Is that
Brian?
He looks great now.
The other blonde one?
Yeah, kind of shorter
Nick
one.
Carter is Nick Carter.
Yeah. Also not looking good.
Yeah,
Still
but
tired.
AJ, my husband, can do no wrong.
AJ right now, I'm gonna give it. He's got a lot of confidence wearing a lot of cutoffs still.
He's got it. I love him.
50-year-old man wearing cutoffs.
Love. And then Howie D, who's like
Howie.
How
is he?
is the country bumpkin one?
Isn't he the country dude?
Howie has the brown hair. Brian is Howie does look good. Brian is like the other like blondish kind of red.
That's something.
shorter
Yeah.
guy, Brian.
He looks great.
Yeah.
They all look for their
You know,
age.
him
They're
and-
fantastic.
Him and Kevin are cousins. That's how they got on the
Really?
show. Yeah.
Interesting.
On the show, that's how they got in the band.
I forgot. Like it was just banger after banger,
Yeah.
and they were playing a lot of like while you're sitting there playing music off their new albums, and I was like, damn, these are good too.
Mhm.
And then I always came up being like, Instinct's the best. Like Instinct has the best music. I
Really?
think I'm wrong. I think
Yeah,
Backstreet has
Backstreet
the
Boys.
best.
Totally, yeah. Backstreet Boys, I think, has a lot of
What's your favorite song? The
Like,
Call.
I love the call.
The Call-
I love the
That's
call.
like my girlfriend Laura. Like that's our when that came on, we were like, ah! Like we like lost our shit.
Oh my god, it is such a good song. I love the call. I love Get Another Boyfriend. I love when they did like a re-release or like they came back together in like the 2010s ish.
Mhm.
And I can't think of the name of the song, but the album cover is just them walking down the road. I'm like, I love that song.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called, but I will listen to it on the drive home.
Okay.
But
Is there a band
Yeah.
that you're like, I'm gonna like that would play at the Sphere that you'd be like, I have to go see that?
No doubt.
yours is no doubt.
Mine would be no doubt.
That's your favorite band is No
Have you
Doubt?
seen them
All
live?
The other people are dead that I like.
Well-
I do not want to see Bob Dylan at the Sphere.
No,
He's
dude.
not dead.
Any day now, dude. I'm doing a character work. I don't do character work because I'm not. But I'm playing Bob Dylan in the hopes that he dies soon
Oh, I could see
because
that.
I think it's gonna be trendy.
Okay.
Mark my words. Anyway,
Oh my God.
it would be
I could
No
see you
Doubt.
doing Bob Dylan.
It would be No Doubt or the Talking Heads if they got back together.
Talking Heads would be great.
Have you seen No Doubt before?
No, I never had.
Oh, okay, that's
I go to concerts
fine.
because I don't like them, and again, nobody I like is alive.
And
so
I go to
don't like them.
concerts that where I know I can be like, I want to be as close as possible. I want to be in the front. Like I hate going to concerts where it's just like I watch everything from the screen
Right.
or like the projectors.
That's the problem. See, I thought that too, because like there's general admission, which is up front, and then
Mhm.
that's like pretty cheap
Mm-hmm.
for the tickets for the Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
But like I guess like if you want the experience, you like look straight up, and I guess there's a lot of problems with your neck. But you're
Oh.
like, but like they're playing to you.
Yeah.
So that was the hard thing too, where I'm like, because I like being close too,
Mm-hmm.
and but man, that Sphere.
But you think you made a good decision being in the middle.
I think so.
Good.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. So it's like because it like the seats kind of go straight up, so you're not like way far back,
Mhm.
you know.
Okay.
But there is like and like Instincts. I'm sorry, Backstreet Boys is just so good live
Mhm.
that like it's worth it.
trying to think because you're right. You got to pick a band that has like the best visuals.
Right. Here's the here's the problem is that not to bring up my girlfriend again, but she like loves metal
Uh-huh.
and she loves
Ooh.
Tool,
Ooh.
and I'm telling you,
Mm.
Tool live is like she was like my favorite band's Tool when we first started dating, and I was like, I think I gotta leave this girl. I was like, you'd be fucking kidding me. And then she took me to see Tool, and then the first thing in my head was like, I get it.
I love it.
Yeah, I get it. It's so good.
I would want to see Celine Dion.
Yeah.
Like, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Also, again, bop after bop, and just
Bop
like
after bop.
a classic.
Right.
Metallica would be kind of neat.
Metallica would be neat. They're in talks. Metallica might do
really?
it.
That-
yeah.
that's
Really?
And I heard, because a friend of mine is friends with the people from Tool. Yeah, my friend of mine is the head singer of Metallica. I don't tell you his name.
Lars?
Yeah, it's Lars.
Okay.
That's a drummer, isn't it? You know what's crazy about Metallica is that they're all grandparents. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. Yeah.
Where you're just like, you just look up, you're like, who is that? You're like, that's my grandpa up there. Like, isn't that?
Yeah.
Metallica.
it's,
Yeah.
it's Metallica. That's cool.
I think Harry Styles would do really good at the Sphere too.
Yeah.
Because he has lots of like, I just picture like,
Iconography.
Could you
stuff.
imagine how expensive tickets would be if Taylor Swift did the Sphere?
dude, no.
After this
No.
last album, I feel like she's
No.
gonna
I
have
think she's
to.
almost too big for it.
It's got to
She
be.
just made
Yeah.
her own
Yeah.
sphere.
Mhm.
Yeah, she can pick her own Sphere.
How jealous were you when you saw Timothy Chalamet stand on the Sphere? As soon as I saw that ad of Timothy standing on the sphere doing an ad, I was like,
He
Jonah.
stood on top of it?
Yeah, he was the first person to do it. Besides like a worker.
I am not jealous. I'm
he
so
stood
afraid
on
of
the
heights.
sphere and was like, go see Marty Supreme, and it like a drone zoomed down and the whole sphere was like a ping pong ball. But I saw that, I was like, dude, I bet Jonah would have paid money to stand on that sphere.
Never.
No?
I'm so afraid of heights. That's
Is
that's the
that-
problem. Even that was the problem.
Though. It's
Well,
like
that's
a
the problem
flat
with we were
surface.
sitting where we were sitting because we're far, and then with the visuals, like I almost was like I gotta leave. I
Oh,
can't do
really?
this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I just chugged 2 20-ounce
Hell yeah.
White Claws. and
Either
then
I'll leave or I'll get absolutely smashed.
Yeah, and then I felt a little better. And once I accepted it,
Yeah.
I was like, this is the greatest concert I've ever been
Yeah.
to
You got
in my
those White
life.
Claw Zeros.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lean into the fact that I will die at the Backstreet Boys concert. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, did he climb it the way that the guy climbed the building? He just climbed the sphere.
Yeah,
just
Did you watch that?
don't
I
know
did a
how
little
he got
bit.
up there, but-
Yeah.
Yeah, did you actually watch that?
I did, yeah. I was in Michigan and we just watched it. And every time that it was like a big group of people, and each time that someone would come into the living room, they'd be like, I fucking hate this. And then eventually we were like, should we change it if everybody's hating it? But we were like, just hate watching it. And I was like, I really don't want to watch this guy die. Like, I just don't. And then every part of it felt weird of like the confidence to know that like, I'm just going to do it
Mhm.
and I will do it.
Mhm.
And like, everybody was watching this. The energy must have been crazy. But then like he gets halfway up and his wife is like watching from the inside.
That's
She's
crazy.
right
When
there,
she's like, hi. And he's like, hey. And he slips and falls off. Could you imagine if you're the one that murders
oh
your
my
kid?
God. Yeah, it was just crazy. I watched it and then I was like, I mean, he's going to do it. And then we turned it off and then we're like, oh, he made it. Okay, good.
All the fucking people. The second when I liked it too, that the announcements were, even the announcers were like, what are these fucking people doing? When,
Yeah.
like, when they're in the trying to like knock
Oh yeah,
on the,
that's crazy.
Uh-huh.
That's insane.
yeah.
And there also was like a 7-second delay.
Yeah, in case he falls.
Exactly on the live stream. And at one point on the live stream, Netflix like cut in and out. And we were
Yeah.
like, ah!
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, he fell. But it, like, if you looked at it, I mean, it's not an easy climb, but for him, that because he didn't practice it before,
Oh really?
right?
I didn't read any of the.
Because
prep.
did you watch Free Solo?
I did, yeah. Well,
'Cause
he
he-
climbed something like it again and again.
Yeah, well, he
that.
climbed that mountain again and again, but he was harnessed, so
Yes.
he knew everything up. I don't
Yeah.
think he did any practice runs on the building.
Ugh.
But that's how easy of a climb it was.
Ugh.
And then they're like, well, this is the hardest part of the 3 up. But then
Yeah.
it, like, there was like a platform that went out. I'm like, he'll just fall on that, probably break a couple legs. But like,
That's
a couple legs.
A
He's got
couple legs.
two,
he would
Jonah.
bounce. He would bounce off. Whatever. I can't think like that. Anyway, speaking of 90s and speaking of the 90s, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, the best time to be alive. I think it's funny because we also watch Sex and the City up in this cabin. Everybody has a
You did.
Backstreet Boy, everybody has an NSYNC, and everybody has a Sex and the City character. That's like
did anybody
to
choose
claim on.
anyone other than Samantha? Because that's the obvious
Yeah.
choice.
Oh, we went around and we were like, who do you like Charlotte? Yeah. I mean,
She's fun. Yeah, she's pretty.
well, also to be like,
Pretty nice. She has a job.
we went around
Yeah.
being like, who are you out of the 4?
Oh.
And so that is the most common question, I think, not like who's your favorite, but just like who are you?
What you should do is you should go. Everyone has to decide who that person is.
That's a good way to get your feelings hurt.
I know that's
Yeah,
why,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. So we went through and we like talked about like, and it was fun too because a lot of watching with all these other women that were like, this sucks. Like, oh, I fucking this show like that had the same kind of frustrations that in the way that we're watching it of like, yeah, we'll watch it again and again, but like this sucks. Like at one
Yeah.
point, this isn't spoiling anything, but at one point she calls Big and he's in LA and he pops out of a pool like a kid. He was like,
Okay.
and he was in a hot tub. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Go on.
No. Keep going. I just was pointing at you because I was like, I'm glad that you brought that up because that's going to come up later in this conversation.
Of Big being a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, that everybody was like just laughing and making fun of the show. It was kind of reaffirming to the point that this show sucks. But we are on episode 11 of season 1. So we're almost towards the end of the first season.
I know. I'm so
Yeah.
excited, but I'm
Yes.
like kind of confused because I don't know where the the season finale. You know what I mean? And then I remembered like, oh, this is the 90s. There wasn't really like
We're not building towards anything.
yeah building towards anything.
Yeah.
It's truly is like a sitcom.
Yeah.
You
And it's
know.
just this.
Yeah.
Episode 11 is called The Drought
Mhm.
and came out, 98? I think that's, we agreed we're not doing this anymore.
August
I lied.
16th, 1998 is the
90?
date. What?
Sorry, that's almost my birthday.
Oh, it was almost your
Oh.
I
birthday.
was born in '99 though, but like that's the day before.
Oh my God! So in a couple months, your parents fuck.
Holy
yeah, would
shit.
that mean that like next year that an episode of Sex City would come out? Because then it would be the set. Because it's
Yeah.
unless it was a leap year.
Oh, on your birthday.
Yeah, August
Oh.
17th, on the day I was born.
Can you look that up?
Whoa.
Yeah, I
And
can,
see?
yeah, season 2. Yeah.
If any, what episode of Sex and the City came out on that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
season
that's
2
good.
timeline.
So what was the date that your dad blew inside your mom?
Oh my
It
God.
was probably.
And what episode came out?
It was
Yeah,
in
what was
a
that?
parking lot in Japan.
What came
so
out?
It,
Yeah.
I hate this story.
Parking lot in Japan?
Movie theater parking lot. So
Really?
I was made
This
to-
makes the
I was
most
made
amount
to
sense.
be in the movies.
Your
This is
parents
her
told you
origin
this?
story.
My dad did, and then my mom freaked out. So then I assumed that was the real story.
Oh no! You sat you down and they're like, "Yeah, we fucked in a."
Yeah, he gave like 2 options, and then the second one being the movie theater parking lot, she like flipped out.
Wait,
on it.
in the
And I
car,
was like,
in a movie theater or in a parking lot of the movie theater?
parking lot of a movie theater in Okinawa.
Was it before or after they saw a movie?
It was after.
Oh. What movie?
I don't know. He didn't say, and I was like, "Why didn't you fucking
What-
tell me what movie it was?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Why
mom
were
thinks
they
it
in?
was some Japanese movies?
Why were they in
Okay.
Okinawa?
My dad, military.
Oh, okay.
They have a big Air Force base.
Yeah. What movie horned up your mom?
Yeah.
It was
It's a deal.
probably anything with Antonio Banderas.
That works
I
for
guess
me.
Jonah going goes.
Yeah, he's
Go
the
ahead,
fucking
I'll
mom.
look this up.
I don't like when parents are like.
Did your
when-
parents tell you?
My dad made sure to tell me that I was an accident, which is,
Oh
Yeah, he did.
no!
Which is
I
really
was
good.
too. Hey,
Yeah, of course. No one's trying to conceive in the backseat of a car.
Did your parents tell you?
No, they would never. No.
Yeah.
And my parents have never had sex. I was dropped off by the stork.
Oh, see, I had one of those dads.
Aw,
Oh, that's so cute.
that's so sweet.
Was it in his mouth and just kind
He just went,
of flew away?
and then I was like, okay, thank you. I was just sent from heaven.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
you already. You're a little Puerto Rican.
Did you find anything?
I'm almost there.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's August 15th. It went backwards.
No.
That's actually my parents' anniversary. That's just really funny. Evolution. What the title's called.
Okay.
Okay.
For the one that comes out next
Oh,
year.
that's kind of
Poetic.
poetic.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
this
don't-
is a Truman Show about you. Interesting. We're in the Truman Show with Austin. Everything is happening for
Yeah.
him.
Yay.
My dad was one of those dads
I'm
that
gonna dress
like.
up like Deanna next episode. And we'll notice.
My dad was one of those dads that was like flirty with the girlfriends, you know, and then would try to like have guy talk with me, but then he would like use my mom as examples where I'm just
No.
like, I don't need that. I don't need to know how much of a slut my mom used to be. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to know.
And he was
You
doing
never
it.
said this, but I never need to know like how she rode you well. Like,
No.
you know what I mean? Like,
Oh
I don't,
God,
don't
no,
tell
I
me
hate that
stuff.
idea. I
Like,
hate that. That's so
He
awful.
definitely would like.
I was with this one lady. You know her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, here's a crazy story, weird story about my dad. So my dad, when he was married to my Russian stepmom that he bought online, I like his favorite thing for some reason, like this Russian bride would send him like flirty photos,
Mhm.
but he was the guy that like would print them out on computer paper,
Amazing.
but like not photo paper, just like regular paper.
Yes, yeah.
And then he
Printer
would
paper.
like tape them to his wall in his office.
Yeah.
And she was always holding like an object. I don't know, with Russian women, they think it's really hot.
What was she holding?
Like a vase. Like she would like
What?
in like lingerie and holding like a vase.
Was it always a phallic object?
It's probably what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then of course I'm like, oh my God. And then from a distance I was like, oh, that girl's kind of hot. And I looked in, I'm like, oh God, that's my mom in their 20s. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Why did he print out a picture of his ex-wife and put it like that seems weird too.
Because my dad's like a perv.
Hey. When he was doing like guy talk after like when you're like had girlfriends over or whatever, was it like in a way to kind of like teach you or in a way that's just like let's just bro out?
I think it like when my girlfriends were there, I think he thought he was being charming to them.
And then
when
afterwards he would
being,
talk
like
to
70s creepy.
That's good.
Like I remember once, like one girlfriend was like, I don't ever want to be around him. And I was like, I get it.
Oh no.
Because he was just like, he was talking about how like, oh yeah, I love the old cars when they have like bench seats and stuff. He was like, it's a lot better for some things. You know what I mean? Like it was like stuff like
Okay,
that.
okay.
Like he was hinting towards Roadhead.
Yeah. But then afterwards, when she was gone and he's talking to you like, hey, man, like we can talk like bros. Do you think he was trying to be like, I'll connect with my son
Yeah.
and make
yeah,
sure
yeah.
that he's being a gentleman?
Yeah. It was, no.
You know? No.
He's Roadhead.
Yeah.
No.
You know, when a woman offers you roadhead, Jonah.
Yeah. You got to take it.
Yeah. You say, yes, please, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, please. But you pull over. It's safe for everyone.
Okay. Writing this down.
Yeah.
But no, it was just in a way to bro out
I think when he stopped trying to be a dad,
for sure.
you know
Okay.
what I mean?
Okay.
So he's trying to figure out like, how do I like still have a relationship with my son? But then he's like,
And
this,
bring
like,
up his mom's pussy. Okay.
you can tell he's
Yeah.
like this old like 70s player.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, okay. So sorry. A quick I've said this on an old podcast, but I don't think I've ever told you this.
Okay.
In college, I was at a college party, and then I was talking to this girl who was like kind of cute, and then we're just kind of talking, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm from Madison. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She went to school in Madison." And I was like, "Oh, that's great." And then she's like, "You look familiar to me." And I was just like,
"Oh no."
And then
I'm
she's
scared.
like, what's your name? I go, "Jonah." She goes, "What's your last name?" I go, "Jurkens." And she goes, "Are you related to Jeff Jurkens?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Why? And she goes, "I think I've seen you because I think he took you to he used to go to this restaurant all the time, like same restaurant. And I guess we get drunk at the bar and then like he would like, I got these tickets to the car show in Fort Lauderdale. You want to come with me for the weekend?" He was like that old guy.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like that guy that was like a playboy in the 70s, and then
And he would hit on this girl that you're not talking to.
yeah. He's like, she was like, we always talk about him all the time.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I was
That's
like, didn't need to say any
Yeah.
of that to me.
Hey.
I just said like, "Is your dad?" "Oh yeah, he comes to the restaurant a lot, and I think I've seen you before." Just say that part.
God.
Or,
Do you look like your dad?
I don't think I do. I think I look more like my
That's
mom.
right. Yeah, you showed me a picture of your mom.
Yeah.
Before.
Who do you look more like?
Nobody. Honestly, I don't know. My aunts will sometimes be like, "Oh my god, you look like your mom." My mom has blue eyes, like when like really light skin.
Yeah, you're like, I'm the only Puerto Rican in the family.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody. But then sometimes people will be like, "Oh, you look like your sister." I'm like,
Your twin sister?
I have a twin brother.
Twin
But yeah,
brother.
my sister.
Okay.
He's not a twin. I don't think anybody.
Older, younger sister?
Older.
Okay.
Yeah. Twin brother is same age.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
Anywho, let's get into this episode. Episode 11, The Drought, opens up with Carrie Bradshaw talking about how in New York City, everything is about sex. Trying to get it or already having it. I remember what she said. But
New York City is all about sex. People getting it, people trying to get it.
Yeah.
And the people that can't get, and the people that can't get it.
And it's like cutting around to like, and that's why it's the city that never sleeps, because everybody's trying to get laid.
And I was like, I don't think that's just, I wrote down the sassiest way I would go, I don't think that's just New York City, honey.
Bitch.
That's every city.
Everybody's trying to fuck.
Yeah. For instance, my dad in Madison, Wisconsin, with girls 20 years a senior. Yeah.
And it's like in a nightclub and everybody's, flirty, whatever. And then it cuts to Carrie in bed with Mr. Big, and they don't need to go out and find somebody to get laid because they have each other now. And isn't that so romantic? And they're reading in bed, and she's feeding him. That was
Did
point of contention with
write
me.
down that exchange? Because I didn't like that exchange at all.
What? Oh, it has nuts in it?
He goes, He goes, is that the kind of nuts? Big goes, is that the kind of nuts in it? And Carrie goes, we love our nuts. And then he goes, and then Big goes, He makes this weird like, and then he goes, feed me, and then he puts up his mouth. He makes her feed him, but he does it like a. Like it felt like when moms are like, you got to eat your peas, and then
I don't want to.
Yeah, it was so great. He's such a child in this episode.
It was. He's such a child in this episode in a way that was so jarring because every other time we see him, he is like Mr.
Like
Adult.
suave. Yeah.
Yes. And even she in this episode is like, he's Mr. Perfect in his perfect suit. I was like, he's a little bitch.
Okay. Do you remember how we were like, what is the time difference in between these episodes?
Yeah.
Okay. So my thought was this. Have you ever seen the movie Regarding Henry?
No.
Okay. So it's with Harrison Ford.
Shut the fuck up. No more Harrison Ford. No more Indiana Jones.
Harrison Ford.
Right.
So Harrison Ford is like a Mr. Big in the beginning of the show, in the movie, and he's kind of just like whatever. He gets shot in the head. And then he basically becomes like a child while he's trying to like
regain his life?
Yes. Well, not regain his life, but like, rehabilitate, whatever.
Okay.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Amnesia?
Rehab.
It's his amnesia back, or what do you?
Well, he's trying to like, he's trying to fight through like being able to like walk and talk again or whatever. And he's basically like a child. And all the moves that Mr. Big does in here reminds me of that movie. So I think in between the time, he got shot in the face.
Okay.
Shot in the head, not face. Oh, we shouldn't say face. In the head. He got shot in the head. So something bad. He got into a bad accident.
Why wouldn't they cover that on the show? No.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a light show. So in
You're supposed to watch
between,
the movie
And you're just supposed to infer this of like,
so-
of course, it must be a Mr. Henry situation.
right? I mean, the mouth thing. Happens. There's more things that happen that I think that I think prove my theory.
I'm so annoyed with him every episode, but this episode specifically.
So I think he got like some in between the last episode and this one, he had some form of like head trauma that set him back like 30
I feel like
years.
I had trauma watching this episode, but
I love this episode. This was a good one for me.
They're all over each other. I think what they're trying to do is be like, actually Big is sweet and nice and look at how romantic they are together. But it feels like such a shock to me because they're like dating the last episode, but I don't really see them being into each other. I see them cooking. I see them fighting about his ex-wife. Like, and now he's like, oh, feed me, baby. Oh my God, I can't believe. And then they show how I think they're trying to show us how comfortable they are with each other, because then it cuts to them actually sleeping together in like a very relationship-y, sleepy kind of way, where you don't have to worry. Yes. And like, I'm like, okay, good. Like she doesn't have to worry about, what do I look like when I wake up? Or, what he's sleeping in my house and is my apartment clean, whatever. Well, we come to find out that he's never been to her house, but
which is that blew my fucking mind.
That was crazy. Yeah. That was insane.
Which we need. So she doesn't go, ooh, I love my nuts. Right. Mm-mm. Which is flirty. She goes, ooh, we love
our nuts.
Does that mean Mr. Big is bi? Okay.
No, it just means
it feels like he's bi.
Carrie's crazy.
Look how excited Jonah is.
Yeah, no,
he's gonna be so true.
When the regarding Henry thing popped in my head, I was like, I can't wait to talk to him. So, you know what I'm talking about. You've seen that movie.
I know what you're talking about. I've not seen it, but I know exactly the movie.
Yeah, but he's like the way he eats. It's just
everything
crazy.
about him
if
as a
you
kid.
saw Indiana Jones, you'd also
shut the fuck up. No, I wouldn't. But it goes through like the stages of really sleeping together in a relationship. Of like that also shows that a lot of time has passed, because you like start nervous and then you get a little bit more comfortable, and then it gets to the point where they're at with like actually like, how long do you think it would take for you to go from normal, like first time sleeping in a bed with somebody, to like the comfortableness that you're like, this is just what we do.
The same question.
Well, too late. I did it first.
For me, it's pretty fast. Like I jump into that pretty quickly. And I've never gotten weird about people staying over.
Oh, really?
Are you?
Oh yeah, I don't want you don't have an issue with people spending the night at your house.
No, I know that you have an issue with people spending the night at your house, but
I also don't want to sleep over at other.
Okay, because I know we
houses.
mentioned this before in a previous podcast, but I didn't realize like so you're just like you're adverse to like.
Well, let's say
you're like fucking go.
If it's I want
sex and go.
Well, you've turned the tables, and I still haven't gotten an answer from you.
See what I do? It's pretty good at that.
If you are just going home with someone who you're like, we probably will not see each other again, do you let them spend the night?
Yeah.
And you probably have like a goodie bag, like A-Rod in the early 2000s on your way out.
Like oh yeah, yeah. I have like a shirt.
Yeah, it's like a here, hey honey, take this on the way out.
Survive Jonah.
Yeah.
It has like a mints and a couple of ibuprofen.
Yeah, like a whole outfit.
Yeah, thank you
just
card.
has my face on it.
You probably did that. I wouldn't put it past you.
A little beanie hat.
But then like, okay, so yeah, you would let them spend the night. If I'm just like, this is just like a hookup thing, no. And if I feel that it's just a hookup, I also don't. It feels too relationshipy to spend the night. And then, are you that comfortable with someone who you're just like, my issue is like, how do you get them out in the morning?
Well, here's the thing. So you forget that I have been in 7 3-year relationships. So like,
I haven't forgotten, because you bring it up every episode.
Yeah.
Does he not?
I would disagree. I would argue that I don't bring it up enough each episode.
You've done 21 years of dating and you're only 34? That's insane.
That's a nice sense of me.
I got it. I got one in.
No, so like that part of the relationship, like getting into that like stage is just so natural for me that when it's not like that, it feels weird. So like when somebody wants to leave right away, it's always like, did I do something wrong? Like,
oh, okay.
It's just kind of like, it's an awkwardness that I'm not used to because I'm used to the other thing. But a lot of those relationships started with kind of like a one night stand type thing.
Yes.
So it's like, but then it's just like, and I also like next morning, it's always like, if they don't have to go to work, it's like, hey, do you want to get something to eat? Like it's not like, are you fucking leaving or what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you still, to keep the date going, you would like go out to be like, let's get a coffee. Because that's how like I would kick somebody out, to be like, well, let's go walk you to your bus stop.
No, I'm the one that like, somebody I know does a joke about it, but like I'm the one that does like a 3-day one night stand.
God, that sounds exhausting, no?
I just like people. So it's like, if it's
but
like,
what if you aren't vibing with someone and they still want to stay?
I don't do that with people I don't vibe with.
You don't fuck people you don't vibe with?
Well, I'm usually so drunk that then I don't remember when they left or if I left or what happened.
Sure.
Right.
Okay. Honestly, fair enough.
I'm sure that's happened, but I guess the moments in my head that stick out are the moments where they stay.
Well, Carrie and Big, We're gonna stay in the same conversation.
Okay.
Carrie and Big are together for they get so comfortable with each other that Carrie farts in bed.
Mm-hmm.
How long is it gonna take you to has it taken you to get that comfortable?
I still don't fart in front of my girlfriends.
I do not ever want to. That
really?
sounds crazy.
Okay, that was what I was gonna ask you. Okay.
So to
I'm
answer,
okay if somebody farts in front. I don't care if somebody farts in front of me. That doesn't bother me whatsoever.
But I'm not gonna do it, right? Like if you mean like I'm not gonna fart in front of her, and I'm not gonna fart in front of a guy that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
In a way that's like
yeah, what's up? Yeah, like I definitely have dated people that like think it's funny.
I think it's so cringy.
So I was dating this girl, Brian, and she was like, I'm just kidding. So
That was really good.
by golly, we finally done it.
We outed him again.
well, that's the thing is like, do you guys fart a lot in front of you that you've dated?
No.
Like as a joke? Okay.
As a joke, I think maybe if they like started as a joke and I'm like, I don't think that's funny and it's disgusting.
I don't like the couples that are like all on Instagram that like that's their thing where they like, fart in front of each other.
And like on each other, get away from me. Like it's like, sure, maybe I've like accidentally farted in front of in a relationship or like the other person, but like to outwardly be like,
yeah, what's up?
I am on Team Carrie. It's just like, it's so... Yeah. And the fact that it's Big reacts in a way like he cannot stop laughing.
Yeah.
So childish. It's so like I don't like fart humor. I don't like poop humor.
Okay.
I think it's so.
See, I do like fart humor, poop humor, but I don't like to be the one making the fart joke. Like with my butt. You know? I'm not gonna be like you and I will never get to a level where you're just like, hey, it was great, let's go see you. I'm like, all right, smell you later. And I just like fart on you.
You should. Yeah, no, that's definitely I would never and I think that if I was with somebody who did that earnestly as like a joke, I'd be like, massive ick, go away. Like it's childish. You're not an adult, you're a child.
And the response was almost like I thought at first it was cute, but then the way he laughed, it was just like, this isn't fun. Like,
yeah, it's not that funny, dude.
Right. This is what a child does, or a person who got hit in the head really
move
hard.
on.
Right. Yeah.
Move on. And she tries to move on. But yeah, I would say, to go back to answer your precious question.
But you asked me that. I just asked you back.
I know. I think it takes a while to get comfortable in a way that it's especially like staying at my house. There's already a comfortability for me, at least, than to be like, okay, now I have to act like if this person is here at my house, then I have to be like, okay, it's chill. It's actually chill that they're here, and I don't. Yeah. I have to remind myself to relax.
So are you just like? So in this episode, Carrie's like, I just feel like I have to be so perfect. Which is why I don't like that.
I feel like my place has to be perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because she was like that too. I got like, like when he went over to her place after the first day of 4 years of dating, or however long it was. So you feel like that? You feel like, are you one to like?
If I know that someone's gonna come over, I will clean my apartment.
Same.
Like clean the bathroom, like clean, even if it's just like the floor is clean, whatever, tidy.
But the question is, do you judge somebody else if you come to their place and it's not?
No.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, I don't care if I came to your place, I don't care if it's messy or dirty, but I do care if you come to mine. Isn't it? It's a weird thing.
I also do hate when I go to someone's house and they go, "Sorry about the mess," and it's not messy at all.
I do that all the time.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh my god! So you hate hanging out with me?
Yeah. And like it's chill. I mean, it's if it's like it's someone who I'm comfortable with, like you. If you're like, "Sorry about the mess," I'm like, "It's not messy. Yeah, it's fine. It's great. It's perfect. Doesn't matter. I can be."
Did you learn that, or did you just kind of develop that? The nervousness about making sure everything's right for.
Well, I never have people at my house. Like I never have parties. I never, and not for any reason. Like I've had really great apartments. I've had really small apartments, and I just never have people over. And so then I think when I have people over, I'm like, I live in squalor. Yeah. I need to clean. But now it's like when people are over. Like if I have a guy spend the night, not multiple times in a week, but like a more consistent. Person that I'm seeing, I still will clean, but I feel less pressure about like, is everything put away? Is everything blah, blah, blah? And like, yeah, go and do your thing. Like if like a guy's staying for a while, I used to feel so like stressful about like, you put that down there, it needs to go over here. Like about how having somebody in my space is uncomfortable.
So are you uncomfortable? Are you like, I think judgmental is too strong of a word, but are you kind of like judgy of like how they treat your place while they're there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that because that's like also how they treat you in a way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if they respect your property, they respect you.
And I have like flashbacks to when I was living with my ex, and I'm just like, well, I'm doing everything. Everything's filthy. Everything's but that was just like I have to like that takes me a long time to get comfortable with.
Yeah.
But again, like with one night stands or sleeping with someone, and just in terms of like me waking up and being like, I look put together, I look good, like
Kristen Wiig and
literally, yeah. I'm definitely not putting on makeup before I wake up.
Okay. Makeup before you wake up.
Makeup. Wake up.
Makeup.
You wanted to. You gotta do. That's what that song is, right?
Yeah.
But I do have that feeling early on when you're seeing somebody of like to like wake up and if I can like get like crusties on my eyes and be like, oh my god, hi, wow,
Yeah. Oh, wow.
what happened last night? This was crazy.
Oh, isn't it?
I've also slept with my hoops on.
Really?
Yeah, and then I wake up and I'm like, I look.
Yeah, it's like
Mess.
it's like caught in your blanket.
I've had that before. Yeah.
Have you? So how long when you're seeing somebody, not dating? I mean, like you're on the way to dating. How long is it until you're like, do you just want to hang out at my place, or can I just hang out at your place? Like, like where you don't have to, you don't have to have an activity.
I would say like maybe after 4 or 5 dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that
however,
feels right.
like not like a month or anything, but like 4 or 5 dates to be like, just come over and watch a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That feels better.
It was interesting, like, not to, I mean, this stuff always has to bring up, like, the people we're dating now. So it's like, it's just interesting the person I'm dating now where it's like, we're 5 years in now, but it, like, she was the first person that I, like, dated where it was really uncomfortable for her to stay the night. Like, she always wanted to leave, or it was really, like, she just, like, couldn't, almost like she couldn't even sleep next to me.
Yeah.
It took her a while to
Warm up
be
to
comfortable
you?
with somebody's to be not to warm but to be warm up to the fact of somebody sleeping next to her in bed.
I know a lot of people that are like that. I'm
Really?
like, I don't feel any way about it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like I like sleeping alone. I have all my things in order, like all the stuff that I need to fall asleep. But then like if there's somebody there, I can fall asleep pretty easily.
Really?
But I know a lot of my friends are like, go away from me.
Really?
Like get over there.
Yeah.
And that's it.
No,
and,
I'm like,
I'll see you in the morning.
I'm like here.
Yeah.
I'm like, because like even, like, because I would explain to her that, and then she's like, "It is true, isn't it?" Because like she was like, "I would go to the bathroom, where I'm like ready to leave, and like you're like kind of still sleeping, and like I'll take a pillow and I cuddle with pillow, like I'm like one of those guys.
Yeah.
It's just like so secure.
Yeah.
It's
It's so warm.
puts me right to sleep.
Yes. I went home with one guy and he like spooned me in a way that was like a weighted blanket and I fell asleep like that.
Right.
I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then the next time I saw him, he was like, can I come over? And I was like, I'm not gonna have sex with you. And he was like, okay. But I was like, but you can spend the night because I was like, I'm gonna have such a good night's sleep. And so
I got a big day tomorrow. Like
I was like, I will not fuck you, but you can come to my house and spend the night. It was like, good deal. That was very selfish of me.
Do you ever get like, oh, you're too hot, get off of me? Like
Yes,
it's just like
all
the
the time.
heat.
Yeah.
Okay, especially when he's farting.
Oh God.
Have you ever dated anybody that fart a lot in their sleep?
No.
I dated this. Okay, so I want to talk about this. No. So I forgot to make a note about this. So I dated for 3 years. I dated a nurse, and I used to do a bit about this, but like she was one of those people that like, I don't fart. I just don't.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's okay. That, like, I don't want you to, you don't need to fart in front of me, but it's okay that you fart. She's like, I'm just like one of those people that don't fart. And I would be like, you're a fucking nurse. Like, how are you telling me?
Yeah. If you tell me you don't fart, then you know you are ill.
Right.
Like,
But the issue is that she would fart so much in her sleep.
that's why she was saving it.
She was saving it. I mean, it's the point where it felt like somebody's letting out a really big balloon
Did you tell her that?
all the time.
And what did she say? Not me. Must
She
be
was
you.
like, I don't. I mean, like sometimes I felt like I needed to help her by squeezing more out. Like it was insane how
That's
much she would
so
fart in
funny.
her sleep.
Well, I mean, she kind of has the same idea that Carrie has, which is deny, deny, deny. Carrie leaves the house, couldn't, like, as quickly as it happens, she gets out of bed and leaves. And
I'm sorry, can I cut you off?
Yeah.
Because I do want to talk about something that happened right before this moment. Is she leaves the bed? She leaves the apartment and she looks straight in the camera.
Oh, yeah.
And she goes, "Oh my God, I'm mortified." Right to camera. We've talked about this throughout this whole season. It's like, pick if you're going to do that
Yes.
all the time,
Yes.
or never again. Because when it's so jarring when it happens, because I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
And I like that narrative. I like the idea that like not only are we hearing her narrative, like she's also speaking to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I really, because like when she did that, I was like, oh, I'm on board with you.
Yeah.
And I was wondering what does that remind me of? There's a movie called Elfie with who's the hot guy that was like kind of losing his hair, and then he was the hot pope. The television show.
Jude Law?
Jude Law.
Yeah.
With Jude Law, where he is like, he's narrating his whole journey to you, the audience. And I'm like, I like that move. And I hate that they shy away from it.
I agree. Like pick a line or pick a lane of like either straight to camera or not at all, because they're losing it. They started with so much, and now it's like every once in a while it comes back, and it's like, it didn't really do anything for me. Then I'm just like, why are we still hanging on to this?
I was like, ugh. Yeah. And then I was like, oh my gosh, she looked into my soul there for a second.
So then she's talking about how embarrassed she is. And just when she starts to get over it, she's at home writing and the sound of the fart comes back. Yeah. That did make me laugh.
That was funny.
Goes, ah! Yeah. Like, and then she thinks her best plan of attack is to deny. And I am on her side with that. I think, yes, absolutely. Like, we move past it. We do not acknowledge it. Right. And if you ever ask about it, I would say that was not me. And then it cuts to...
Also, what kind of piece of shit, which we find out later, has to like bring it up to you all? It's like you farted.
Literally.
What's going on?
Grow up.
Right.
And they're making dinner at home, or they're eating dinner the next time they see each other. Carrie gets up and Big puts a whoopee cushion in her chair. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Right. Aren't you an adult?
Yeah.
And the way he laughs was so childish and so like, and I'm just like... If that happened to me, I'd be like, what's wrong with you?
Right.
Like, that is weird. You had to go to a gag store to get that, blow it up, and then plant it on me.
Yes. Yeah. Also, he goes, hey, can you grab the dog sauce? Like a little child.
Yeah.
And then she sits on it and then he laughs like an old man, like George Burns. He's just like, all of it was just ick after ick after ick after ick.
It was really...
And also, it's like, she's like, I'm so worried I just have to be so perfect with him. I'm like, this man owns a whoopee cushion.
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, also to be like, okay, you're going to make fun of her and do this again, but not address it and be like, hey, like it was cute, whatever, so funny. Like I want you to feel comfortable with me.
Yeah. It's
like, that's
more
the
like
conversation.
Like, that's you.
You
that's
fucking
you
farting bitch.
Yeah.
That's you fart, not me.
And so, you know what I think would have been almost cute? I mean, I thought that, I will say that I did laugh when he did it. I was like, yes, when he did the whoopee cushion thing. So I was like, oh, he's going to make it seem like it's okay.
Yeah, no.
You know, or
and they never talk about
yourself.
It. This couple has no communication.
No.
Okay.
Which we find out later too, because like she just leaves.
Yeah.
And then they like later on, they like never.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So after he does the whoopee cushion thing, he turns her down for sex, and now he doesn't want to fuck her, which is, I hate him. Like every way that this thing is panning out of like, okay, yeah, you're making fun of her for farting in bed, and now you're just being like, I'm just tired. I'm not going to have sex with you.
So you're saying like when a woman has sex, you have to have sex?
Yeah.
Okay. No. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying that he could have.
And this is what I'm talking about is women do not like to be denied.
Yeah.
It is incredible.
I think that.
You're batting 1,000.
What could have happened, what should have happened is a conversation with Carrie and Big of like, because she's in her head about the fart. He's not in his head about the fart.
Right.
And he's just saying, I'm really tired tonight. Let's not do this. And she could have been like, is everything okay? I'm feeling really uncomfortable, really weird after all this stuff. Because now it's the whole episode is her spiraling about, I am no longer sexy, desirable, now that I farted in front of my boyfriend.
Well, so this is the thing that I'm learning about Carrie a lot is that, which I hate that she's our like main character because she like we'll talk about it when it happens, but she does mention to Samantha like, do you think this is an issue? And she's like, do you want the truth? Samantha goes, do you want the truth? And Carrie goes, do I ever want the truth? And that's her fucking problem is that she thinks it's the idea of like, I know all the things that give everybody the advice, but I'm not going to follow my own advice.
Yeah.
Right? Which is just check in, like exactly what you
Literally,
said.
That should have been happening.
Just check in.
Yes. And also like, okay, if someone is going to like deny me, which has never happened. But if someone's going to be like, oh, I'm not up for it tonight, like, cool. Okay. Yeah. Are we good? Like, I don't know, especially if she's so in her head about like, we've fucked every single day since we've been together and now we're not. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Say something.
And I don't think she's wrong for feeling that way.
No. Yeah.
And also, like, if she's just like, what's going on? He's just like, I'm just not attracted to you because you farted in front of me. Well, good. Now you know.
Get that out of the way.
Yeah. Yes. Don't waste a year.
And then it happens 3 more times. So she gets denied 3 more times, which I would say if you guys have been having sex very, very regularly, very consistently, 3 times consecutively would give me a reason to be like, what the fuck is going on? And
especially out of nowhere, right?
Yes. And instead of talking to, well, it's not out of nowhere. She fucking farted like a dirty bitch.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. Wait, so sidebar.
Yeah.
this just popped in my head. A memory just popped in my head. I lived with a girl for a long time, 3 years, and we would get in huge fights because she'd get mad at me that she didn't keep the door open. That I was mad. Did we talk about the story?
You've told me about that. Not on here, but you've told me the story.
She'd be upset with me when I would be like, "Can you please close the door when you're taking your massive shits?"
Yeah.
Like it was just insane. I'd be walking past me like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" She goes, "I'm just shitting," and I'm like, "You fucking country," like speaking of like a fucking little dipshit.
No,
like,
that's weird.
and she'd be like, "Well, I do it at my house." I go, "That's fine if you do it at your house or did it at your family's house. Like that's not."
If someone else is at the house, close the door.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, because women aren't supposed to shit." I'm like, "That's not what it is. I don't see anybody shitting."
Yeah.
I still lock the door when I'm home alone because I don't want anyone walking in on me pooping.
In case there's a burglar coming in, they don't have to see me pooping. Out of respect.
We had a friend who does a joke about it, David Drake in New York, who has a joke about that he was taking a shit with the door open when somebody broke into his house.
Yeah.
And he had to be like, hey, hello. It's just,
oh, yeah. And it's that I think is what the whole thing about the fart is to me of like, you can fart and you can shit, but do it away.
Do your own thing.
Keep some mystery. Not that it doesn't happen. I know that it doesn't happen.
Right.
I don't need to see it. It's the same reason why I don't want to see a man tying his shoes. Okay.
Right.
It's too vulnerable. It's way too vulnerable.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you got a fetish for Velcro for some reason.
I do not have
yes, you do.
No, I have a fetish for normally tied shoes, but I don't want to see it. It happens in private, okay? Just like you wouldn't shit in the living room, tie your shoes in the bathroom in private. So Carrie goes to Miranda and she's like talking about this dry spell. And she's like, okay, we haven't had sex in the 3 different times that we've seen each other. And Miranda says, I haven't had sex in 3 months. Mm-hmm. And Carrie says, it means so much more when you're not doing it with someone who you're committed to than when you're not dating anybody, which I agree. Mm-hmm. You know, to go through like, oh, I'm not having sex with my partner versus like, I'm single and I haven't had sex. Like that's totally different. Spell. Yes, that's different. But
then Miranda started talking about Blockbuster.
Yeah.
And I started getting kind of sad.
Oh my God.
Because then I'm like, oh my
God. Blockbuster comes
up
a lot in this episode.
I know. And then I was like, so many people like are like discovering this show and being like, the fuck is Blockbuster?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that made me so sad.
That she's like, instead of having sex, I'm going to Blockbuster all the time. I'm like, you're watching a lot of movies then, bitch.
Yeah. And also Blockbuster didn't have porn, so.
No, exactly. That's right. That's the other thing that I'm like, what are you renting from Blockbuster? Also, Miranda being like, I haven't had sex. Like, why can't she just call Skipper? Like, she's acting like there aren't people that were like ready to fuck her and like be in. Like, where's Skipper? You have a roster that you can pull from, but instead she's like, well, actually, we don't even see her doing any type of dating in this episode,
right? Or
any type of whatever. So when Carrie's going on and on,
is like women just expect it and they don't have to work for it. They feel like they don't have to work for it.
Interesting.
Do your fucking work. You can go.
Interesting.
Go talk to somebody.
Go find somebody. Yeah. No, she can't. She's busy at Blockbuster. And normally, like this back and forth where she's going on and on about Big. Normally, I would think that Carrie should shut the fuck up. But I do think that Big is being weird right now. Mm-hmm. I do think that Big, something is going on, but they're not talking about it. Like to turn her down 3 nights in a row. When she even said, like the first time he was tired
from his head injury.
Hey, that's what we're missing. He was in the hospital because he had a coma and he couldn't have sex with you, Carrie.
They're feeding him applesauce for like 6 weeks.
You insensitive woman.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah, I would love the idea that if that it'd be funny if he was just having like a normal conversation with her, and then he opens the like cabinet door and it's just a bunch of baby food in there because that's all he could eat for 4 months. But they never mention it. It's like this whole like subplot
that no one talks about.
Yeah.
And now this is like really what the episode is about. Like how often is normal to have sex? They do more straight to camera stuff from people being like,
I don't like when guys talk about jerking off. Not a fan. Not a fan. I never understood why, like, you know, sometimes you have those friends who's just like, oh, I gotta go rub one out. I'm like, gross.
That's crazy.
I don't need to know about that.
Again, private stuff.
Private stuff.
That's private.
Yeah. I know you do, but like.
And don't jerk off with the door open.
Because you know why? Because now I'm picturing it and that's fucking disgusting. Like, why would you do that?
And you're doing it wrong.
And you're doing it wrong. Why is your pinky up, you fucking
Let me get in there.
Let me get in there. Listen, I'll show you how to do it with my mouth.
Couldn't even get it out without laughing.
But like, and also
that's why I don't like
it.
it.
Jonah clips on the way.
Yeah. But it's just like the idea that it's like
Yeah, the guy's like, "Oh, I jerk off 3 times a day." I'm like,
Ugh.
and you're here telling, and you're openly saying this to me.
Yeah.
You're openly
Was
saying
it a
that.
brag or was it like a what was it?
It was
I
just a
didn't
straight
see-
to-
I rewatched the wrong episode.
Oh.
So that's why I've been quiet this whole time.
It was
didn't
just a straight to
feel-
camera, and it was straight to
It
camera.
wasn't like Matthew McConaughey in Wolf of Wall Street.
No. It was no, it wasn't for macho guy. It was just matter of factly.
Yeah, he's just like,
so-
but he was like, instead of a smoke break, I like to call it a jerk off break.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, good name on that one, idiot.
I kind of like comparing it to a smoke break though. That's funny.
That would be funny if that was a thing where it's just like, listen, I got to jerk off.
Yeah, like you're at a restaurant and serving.
You-
I'm
like,
sorry,
yeah,
I gotta take a
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I worked for 5 hours. I get a jerk off break.
My government mandated jerk off break.
Right.
Okay, I need to have a
What
break.
they did in Wolf of Wall Street. It worked.
Look at how rich those guys are.
And yeah, what's
Went
yeah.
to jail.
And then they have like the one guy that's like, my wife hasn't had sex with me since the baby was born. The baby's applying to Yale now.
I like that they made that guy age appropriate for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. And then
One woman said 2 times, once a day, 2 times if it's a special day.
I know, and it was a person that did your nails. And
Yeah,
it
that
made
was
her
like
have a very stereotypical accent.
The nail tech.
That almost felt a little racist to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And there was another woman. That,
Sorry.
oh my god.
What did you just?
No, he tried to do a racist accent.
Yeah.
What was the other? There was one more woman, right? That was
Yeah.
talking about how often.
I forget what hers was.
Me too. Then
Yeah.
it wasn't important.
Yeah. But what's your thought on that? Like, okay, if you're in a relationship, she goes.
Yes.
Hers was an average woman average woman of 35 has
yes.
sex 3.5 times a week. I want to know
Yes.
who this woman is.
Yes.
Is what she said.
I think in all relationships, it like ebbs and flows.
Yes.
Of like when it's like a lot, and then when it's not. It's like obviously when you first start seeing somebody, it's more
All the time, yeah.
And then exactly what we're talking about with the sleeping of like you get more comfortable with them, and you feel to be like, I don't know. I feel like there's pressure a lot, maybe it's especially for women, to be like, every time I see this person, we have to have sex. But then you get more comfortable with them, and you be like, I know that it's not just this. Like in this relationship, we can do more than just have
Yeah.
sex. And so it's like, okay, well now we'll talk to each other. Very big.
Okay, so that's interesting the way that you said that. So what I heard from you was you said, when I see this person, I know that I have to have sex.
Or
Do
or
you want though? Like, do you also get
yeah,
in your
or
experience?
like I'm excited to see this person because I am thinking that we're going to have sex,
Mm-hmm.
or that not anymore, but sometime in my past, I'm like, oh, it's expected
Yeah.
that we have to have sex. But
I think the issue is like, that's the hardest thing about being in a long-term relationship is when it turns into an expectation, and then
Yeah.
that seems like the fun's out of it.
yeah,
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's like, that's always like, I think that's the thing that I don't know about you, but in my journeys I've learned is that like, it's going to die down and it's going to, the ebbs and flows is
Yeah.
100% right. But like, you just still have to be like, for me, it's just like once emotionally it starts taking, then I want to have sex more.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's like, you're learning each other and you kind of know each other, what each other likes and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's sometimes, to me, sex gets better throughout the relationship
As you get more comfortable with them.
as you get more comfortable with
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
You start doing anal.
This is actually not that kind of podcast. This is
Sorry.
not
Do you know
that
this
kind
is
of
guy?
podcast.
That's how he lost his virginity is through butt.
You lie.
Oh, hey, man.
One of you two is a liar, and I can't figure out which one.
I could be. I think this is true, but if Austin's, I can't.
Let me hear you say the story then, since you brought it up. Let's hear it then, Jonah.
What?
Well,
We were having a nice conversation, and
Okay.
now it's going to be dirty boy
okay.
time.
Austin's sitting there in his room, in his bedroom.
Okay, I don't know what about this.
Okay. Okay.
Guess what? Door opens. Drunk dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate
I was
this.
kidding.
I was
Okay.
waiting for an Indiana Jones reference.
Oh,
but
God.
it didn't come.
What was the reference that you were
Nothing.
hoping
I just
for?
thought you were gonna somehow connect it.
Oh, yeah.
And
He's right. He is right.
You lost your virginity in anal sex.
That was like, yeah, because the girl I was with was like, that seems less like a whore. She literally was like, that seems less whorish.
Was it a religious thing?
No, it was
Okay.
not. And I made sure many a times. Because
Yeah.
like, we were both 16 at the time.
Yeah.
And she's like, I want to wait until we're both 17. Because we're
Okay.
like the same age. And I was
Okay.
like, okay.
Why
But she
17?
was like, but we could do
Butt stuff.
butt stuff. And I was like,
Okay.
okay. And we did it for a while because it
Yeah.
was like, it didn't work out. But then one day it worked out.
That
And then,
Yeah.
feels so intense.
That's these young kids.
and when
It's these
you
young
go
kids.
from that to just normal, it's like a letdown.
Oh.
I was a
Is it
little like,
really?
This is less.
Yeah.
Well, because it's loose.
less tight.
Technically looser and
Yeah.
everything. And it's like, well, this is.
Yeah, but it's like warm. It's wetter.
It is. I mean, if
do it
you,
right.
if you, yeah, That
Yeah,
makes
going
me
to dry Joe.
that makes me so sad.
Yeah.
Of like this 16-year-old being like, this is what a whore would not do.
I know.
I'm like,
I didn't
Yeah.
really question them. I made sure it wasn't
Sure.
religious, but I
Yeah.
was like, is that from your
who's,
family?
yeah, how
Who
are you
told
getting?
you to that?
Who's your intel?
I don't know, but I was like, whatever. We dated for like 2 years, so
Wow.
It was,
And then-
it was like a real
And then eventually you guys did end up having
for
normal
like-
Christian sex.
Yeah, I think the day after her birthday. Yeah, so
Oh
weird.
my
The
gosh.
day after, so you made you wait
There's a
another day.
Polaroid of me afterwards, somewhere
What?
in my house. Yeah,
The fuck?
I don't know. It's really weird.
You took a Polaroid after you lost your after.
She did.
Let's
yeah.
okay. How about this? Okay, Deanna, what do you think his face looks like in that Polaroid?
No, I'm not touching on this because it's a 17-year-old having sex.
I didn't say tell me how the sex
No,
was.
no, no. But even just talking about it, I just got really uncomfortable.
Okay.
We have to move on.
Yeah, move on.
no,
Okay, so
no.
to go on to what we're talking about. So
no.
how often? I think it also depends on how often you see the person.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
There are people that I'm like casually seeing now that I don't see every. Like, obviously, there is no expectation that either of us are expecting sex, but like some people I see only because we know we are going to have sex tonight.
Right.
And other people, like, we go out on dates and then they come back to my house, and if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's also because there's like we know each other for like a year or so at this point.
So it's like that's also being the being comfortable part.
Yeah, but
isn't it?
then I can see them I see them once, and then I don't see them for another 2 months. And that's it. And then it's kind of like, yeah, how often am I seeing this person? If I saw that person every day, it would be different for sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And
Yes. 100%. Yes.
so I think this episode does a really good job of getting Miranda on one side of the spectrum that's
Yeah.
like hasn't had sex in a long time, and then the next person we talk to is Samantha, who has sex all of the time.
All the time.
And we're getting now Samantha's intel of like, you should be having sex every day, and men are plants, and water them and give them your juices or
Oh my
whatever
God.
the
This
fuck she
whole
was talking
scene.
about.
I was like, this whole scene's Samantha's the all-star of this fucking episode. Like she is so great. They're at yoga. And I love the advice was great too, because she was like, do you think it's normal? And Samantha goes, normal is the halfway point of what you want and what you can get.
I like that.
And I wrote down like, I'll be taking that advice.
Yes.
Because it is
Yeah.
like, you're never going to think what you want. You're never going to think that you're getting the normal amount what you want. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait,
Also, I wonder if Samantha has sex. I mean, I feel like Samantha has sex every day. Except for
Yeah.
this episode.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Every single day. Yeah, but it's just such an interesting thing too. It's like, you know, I hate to bring it into like stand up where it's like, we're never as good as I don't know how I'm going to word this. It's just like this, you know what? Fuck me. Never mind. Change it. I must.
That's fine.
I just think that was really good advice where it's just
Yeah.
like, you always think you're not at the amount that you want, but
Yeah. But
you're always going to, because
You always want
it's
more.
normal for you, right?
Yeah.
So you just don't get,
yeah. Yeah, and if you're having sex a normal amount, where you think it's like, well, there's always room for more. I
Right.
should be doing more. Everybody
Yeah.
else is having more than me, doing
Right.
more than me.
well, I guess in stand up, it's like, you're never going to be as good as you want to be, but you're always better than what you were.
Yeah.
So you're always growing, but you always think you're always not happy with where you're at, but you always do understand that you're better than where you were.
Yeah.
It's kind
I
of
agree.
like, I guess,
Yeah.
how I took that advice was
Yeah.
with that.
So you did it. You got
Not
there.
really. I stumbled through that real bad.
So then at yoga, I love the yoga guy. He's so funny. And I love Samantha so much when the yoga comes over and he's just like breathing with her and she starts moaning and her breath is so fucking funny. I loved it. I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, I like the he goes, let's move to downward facing dog, and Samantha goes, woof.
Yeah. And
She
then-
is so funny.
Yes, she's great. She's just some really great lines in this episode.
Well, it just proves the difference between the two of them, you know, because like everything she's saying, she's crushing. But up front, after Sam says that thing, Norma's a halfway point of what you want, we can get. Carrie goes, even in the pole position, I can rely on Samantha on some sexual clarity, and I'm like,
yeah.
great line, delivered not well.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, great line though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I just wrote Samantha fucking rules.
She does. And then she starts, so the yoga teacher comes over, puts his hand on her pelvis, which is insane. I've gone to plenty of yoga classes where the teachers will
gonna
put
ask you
their
this.
hands on me, and which is fine. And you, at the beginning of every yoga class, they ask who wants to be touched, who doesn't want to be touched. And there was
That's sexual though.
no, never. There was a hot yoga teacher. I used to go to this place at Corporate, and we called him Hot Yoga Rob, and he was so hot. And every time he'd be like, okay, like hands up if you're okay with like touching. I'd be like, yes, absolutely.
Like, ding, 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 ding,
ring a ding ding.
Yeah. I don't think that you're like purposely not doing things right.
It's never like that. It's
Like a
always
ragdoll.
like an adjustment or like a try it this way or like lean into it a little bit more. It's never, let me put my hands on your pelvis and breathe with you.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And when he did that, and then the overhead shot of her, I was like, she's never looked sexier in this show.
Isn't it?
Right?
Gorgeous.
She looked so hot.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God.
I was like, that would be enough for me to break my, celibacy.
Yeah.
Just seeing her, I was like, Jesus Christ, she looked so good.
She looks so good.
Yes.
And how funny she is. Right before that, Carrie in her head, she's like, oh, I have to break down. I have to tell her what happened. And she goes, I farted. And then she goes, well, then move your mat away. And like the timing of her saying, well, and then like, well, then move your mat away. Like was just like.
And Samantha has some great intel about like how Miranda's like, you're a human, it's fine. And she goes, you're not a human, you're a woman. And he doesn't want to think of you as a human. She's like, well, you fucked it.
Yeah.
How a good, your loose ass fucked this for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so do you find that to still be true?
Farting in front of somebody?
No, what she just said, where she goes, well, you're a woman and men don't think of you as
Certain
like,
men, yeah.
really,
Yeah, yes,
still,
yeah.
even today.
Certain guys want to keep that illusion of like
There's like
pretty little
perfect.
doll, perfect
Yeah,
little
yes.
creature, and I think they're the middle ground, and what's like probably the norm is somewhere in between the both of like, look at this beautiful creature, she's so gorgeous, and then also being like, sweatpants, no makeup. That's when you're the prettiest, whatever.
What do you think it comes from? Is that like how you're raised? Like,
I honestly, I think it's just
insecurity. I think it's the insecurity.
Oh, or just like, from how you're raised, or just like society, what women should be versus what men should be. Because it's a lot of times the guys that have a very a clear mindset of like, this is man, is like, and this is woman. No farts, dainty, in a dress, right now.
Yeah.
Like,
it's so
type of
funny. It's like
mentality.
when those guys say that, I always want to be like, yeah, but you're such a bitch. Like, you're such a bitch. It's always the most bitchiest guys.
My wife doesn't fart.
Yeah.
She's too busy in the kitchen.
They don't do it. Yeah, right.
So Samantha ends up going out with the yoga teacher for coffee, and it's during that coffee, whatever, tea, whatever, where the yoga teacher tells her that he has been celibate for 3 years and that he practices tantric celibacy, and he was so good at having sex that he had to stop. He had to. It was just too much. He was having it all day and could go for more. And it's just so funny to see Samantha react to that of 3 years.
Turns her on because she didn't denied.
Oh yeah.
So it turns her on.
And now it's a challenge for her.
Yes.
So now it's not that we'll see. Like it's easy in the way that I'm like, how hard could it be for Miranda to go out and find somebody? It's easy for Samantha to go out and find somebody to have sex with. But now it's the challenge.
Well, you know what's great about that? You know what? Because what telegraphed that perfectly was right before that. You mentioned it earlier in the episode because she's like, what am I supposed to do, Carrie? And then Samantha just goes, what did she say? Just go fuck his brains out and he'll forget all about it. He goes, men are like plants. They're not that complicated. So she's like, men are easy. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
All you do is fuck them. And then a scene after, she's getting denied that.
Yes.
Which I was like, nice move. That was a really smart move, I thought.
3 years. This yoga teacher is like, imagine just 3 years of foreplay. And he gets it into her head of like the build up. It's so much more exciting than the release.
But when do you choose when do you choose the release to be?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we'll see. Maybe.
Would you ever do that? Could you ever do that?
No, like actively be celibate. No.
Yeah, same.
No.
I couldn't do it.
I think I've definitely had a lot of like what Miranda's experiencing, which is like a long time in between dating, and especially over the pandemic. I was not seeing anybody, but
do you find that to be like? Do you find a sense of clarity when that
No.
happens? I don't get that either.
fucking angry.
Yeah.
The world is falling apart and no one's going to fuck me. What the hell?
Right.
And I can't meet anybody because it's a pandemic. This sucks.
Yeah. Like mama's got to get hers.
Yes. That was kind of, I was like, good for him. I know plenty of people who have done that, of like actively being celibate for X amount of time or practicing that just to like do like a reset. But
I feel like those people are
I think I'm just as basic as they come. I think I don't need, my brain was not meant to think critically. I don't need to do that.
I know. Also, about that guy, I do need to mention this. What the hell is that jacket he was wearing?
Oh my God, his outfit choices were weird.
That was the most insane jacket.
It was very weird. And he had like a tiny little earring, but it wasn't even like, it was just like a tiny little, it was so small that I was like, did this actor show up with an earring? And they're like, keep it, whatever, fine.
Yeah. I do like when somebody says something to somebody and that other person is like, fucking challenge.
Yes. Yeah. And
has that ever happened to you where someone says something to you?
Up.
Like, this is never going to work out. And you're like, it's going to fucking work out.
No, but I have had the challenge of like wanting to hook up with somebody and then having it be like such a long time before, and it's like a tension, and then I don't see that person for a couple like week or so, and then tension again, and then like that is fun, and then eventually just be like, are we gonna do this thing or not, dude? Because I'm going crazy.
I do like the idea, like, we're gonna fuck or what, dude?
I've done it before.
Really?
I have done that.
Yo, but are we gonna do this?
I'd be like, are we gonna have sex or what? And he's just like, yeah, I didn't know you wanted to. I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why am I here at this bar at 2 o'clock in the morning or not? Just please, put me out of my misery. So now we get to Charlotte. And it's so interesting that she is so embarrassed that she goes to one-on-one with all of her friends to be like, so I've brought you here today to tell you that I farted in front of my boyfriend. Like, she makes it such a big deal. So she talks to Charlotte, and Charlotte introduces her to her new boyfriend, Kevin. And when Kevin shows up, it comes out that Carrie has hooked up with him before. And I think Charlotte was so cool in this to be like, he left and she was like, give me the details. How long? And she is so like, that's okay. I can work past this. What's wrong with him?
I like the time frame, and she's like, I'm okay with that. Like, that was being honest with herself, and also being kind of mature about it. Like, being like, if it was like a month, she's like, not cool with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Could never be me.
No. You're like,
I was out with a guy introducing him to my friends, and my friend was like, I have slept with him before. I'd be like, sir, leave. Yeah. Lose my number.
That is the most unsurprising thing I've ever heard from you.
1 million years
coming from somebody who told me, what did you say? You said something close to like, a guy once was talking about his ex on a date, and I go, why the fuck would you even talk about that?
And he was like, this was years ago. And I'm like, why would you need to tell me that?
Yeah. I think you said, what does that have to do with anything that we're talking about right now?
I'm like, honestly, I know this is unrealistic, but my dream would be the person that I marry to never have met another woman ever.
Really?
I don't think that's unrealistic.
No, it's not.
Okay, thank you.
But do you want them to be a virgin, though?
No.
Weird. Whoa. Paradox.
Don't you see what it's like up here, dude?
Yeah.
It's twisted.
So if they were like, so if he goes,
never tell me about it.
But if he goes, these are all my ex-girlfriends, and they're just sex dolls.
And this is the first time that I'm at his house, and I'm supposed to sleep over, and he's like, here are my exes. No. Obviously, I'm doing a little bit for comedy, but I just like, every time someone talks about an ex in front of me, I'm like, and?
Yeah.
I hate her too. We're on the same page.
Yeah, good.
But I do. I'm seeing somebody who like has a lot of female friends, and which I'm actually fine with, but I am. But every time that he brings up a female friend, I'm like, who's this?
Yeah. Oh.
What does she do?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So how'd you meet her?
Interesting.
What's your past?
What'd you guys do together? That's cool. Wait, you guys like got a drink. That's actually interesting. Okay, fine.
When I was a little bit more insecure,
like me.
You. No, but like a little more of a shithead, I would always say like, oh, well, I'm sorry that didn't work out for you. Like
so
a little
funny.
sassy bitch. Well, I'm really sorry that didn't work out for you.
Also, these are Carrie's best friends. This was 3 years ago. How did Charlotte not know of this guy?
I know.
You know, like if that was me and a friend, and like as close as I think Carrie and Charlotte are, if this person left to go take the phone call, I'd be like, you remember this guy? It was this. Like me and my friends talk a lot in nicknames to be like, oh, it was like, you know,
such a girl thing.
Sex maniac guy.
Yeah.
That's how it would have been easier. But
Ronald McDonald.
Sorry.
Is that
what were you
We
referencing?
did McDonald Land toy, like McDonald
That's
Land
funny.
characters for people.
That's good. I like
Have you
that.
ever fucked a Grimace?
Grimace? No, not for sex related.
As nicknames.
For other stuff.
Yes.
Get
sorry.
your head out of the gutter.
So what we find
we're talking
out
about.
is that Carrie broke up with this guy because he was a sex maniac, which is interesting because Charlotte had just confessed to, or like confided in Carrie, I guess, that this guy, she likes how slow it's going and he's not pressuring her and like he doesn't want to have sex with me. And so I think to get that from Carrie, and not just from Carrie, her friend, but also Carrie, somebody who has slept with her now boyfriend, Charlotte now sees this. Now I have to do this to get on par. Not like a challenge, but like, ooh, I can't like Carrie do this with this guy and me not also be able to do it with this guy.
But see, I took it as like, why not me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I would feel like
absolutely,
that.
absolutely.
If I heard that like with somebody dating where I'm like, oh yeah, that was just like my fuck buddy, like we did all stuff. I'm like, why don't you? And then they weren't doing that with me. I'm like, what am I doing that you don't like?
Exactly.
You don't feel the same way about me.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I should bring out the same thing as like. I should bring up the same thing as my friend Carrie. I don't even know if she's attractive or not. And this maybe attractive, maybe not attractive person is making you, and I'm clearly the hot one of the group, the more pretty one as a group, as Austin would say. Like,
and he should be fucking me. And so now they're in the backseat of a cab making out, and she kind of tells him like, "Thank you so much for taking it slow. I really appreciate your patience." And then she turns to the cabbie and she goes, "There's only going to be one stop." And I went, "Ew."
I was like, nice.
Don't, gross, sick. Don't say that. And then they start trying to hook up and he stops and he says, "I'm just not that sexual of a guy."
What if she said, this is only be one stop and not only one ride?
It would be coming out of Charlotte's mouth. That's something that Samantha says.
Yeah.
That is not something that
she
Charlotte
delivered it like perfectly.
Charlotte York is a classy lady.
Yes.
Okay. She would not, hey, there's only need to be one stop. It's like, ew, don't do that.
Yeah. And then they have this conversation, right?
I would say
that brings up something that you and I had a conversation about.
Okay. Real quick, I want to say in the same moment that you were like, Samantha looks so beautiful and like with the yoga guy, I thought that Charlotte looked incredible. When that guy like rolled off of her and he was like, "I'm not that sexual of a guy." She looked like her hair was just like windswept and beautiful. And she was in like a sequins, like lace bra. I was like, she's gorgeous. I would have sex with her right now. Like she's amazing. So anyway, what were you going to say?
This is the first time I actually saw, adding to what you just said, this is the first time I saw like a guy on here where I'm like, oh, that guy's cute. Yeah. Like, I mean, on the yoga, this is the first time like the guys are actually.
I don't think yoga guy's cute.
He's got a certain like sexuality to him.
I thought construction guy was cute.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was
we're
cute.
gonna talk about that.
So what were you gonna say?
He's like, well, no, because he leans over, like I think he puts his hands behind his back. He goes, "Yeah, I'm on Lexapro," or like whatever he says.
Prozac,
Yeah, I'm on Prozac. So I got a limp noodle.
So he's so chill.
It's like this whole he was so cocky about like they can't get, no, we ain't fucking.
And she goes like, "It's okay," and he goes,
"Ain't gonna work."
Yeah, I know it's okay.
Yeah,
it was so like, feel some humility, my man.
Yeah,
sir, please.
But we've had a conversation on a previous podcast where you were talking about there's an epidemic of this happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
So right before that, he says, "I'm not a sexual guy." And she says, "That's not what Carrie says." And I went, "How dare you bring that tell him what your friend told in confidence, that even though there is a code and you don't share what your friend has just shared with you of like, well, Carrie called you a sex maniac." It's like, that feels desperate to me.
See, to me, it felt like such an honest, insecure moment. I had the opposite feeling. I had the feeling being like, well, why can't you be like that with me? What am I doing wrong? You know, like why? Like, again, this girl, I don't know if she's attractive or not, but you don't find, I look good here.
And then you're right. He says, "Well, that was how I was before the Prozac." And he kind of just leans in and I think also has a very cringeworthy conversation about, it's like a taffy pull down there. And I'm like, ugh, like, okay, obviously fine, take the Prozac if it's helping you, whatever. But like, that is a very weird way to go about that. To be like, yeah, I guess I'm just not gonna have sex with you.
Yeah.
And
he's like bragging about like not being able to get hard.
And like, but also to be an adult and be like, oh, I should talk to her because this is gonna mess with her head. And it's gonna make her think that she is not desirable, even though she's Charlotte York, gorgeous. Yeah. And maybe it's like, well, this man just isn't thinking, of course, because he's just going on and on about, yeah, so, you know, I don't feel bad. I don't feel anything. I actually am like, I feel numb all the time. But like, good night. Like, that is a different, like, also, okay, you can't have sex, but can somebody please get Charlotte off before the show is over? Like, your dick is broken, but not your hands. Like, come on, let's do something.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. Yes. So that, yes. Okay. Okay. I'm a guy, so I didn't even pick that up. So.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Like fucking, just because you're not going to get hard doesn't mean you can't get her wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there
you should have looked over and be like, I got to buy a sub pump for how wet this is going to get in here.
Oh my God. straight to camera, I would die. There is an epidemic of men not being able to come, and it's for many different reasons. If it's for SSRIs, or they watch too much porn, or they jerk off in a certain way that they cannot come now that a woman is around. But it happens.
What does that last mean?
the
Wait,
time.
what does that last part mean?
What did I say? I wasn't
They jerk
listening.
off in a certain way.
A certain way, like
Yeah. Of
Like choking themselves?
no. So
Robin Williams?
so
He didn't do that.
Yes, he did.
He that's how he died?
Yes,
Oh, I thought he hung himself.
yes, but they found him. Yes,
I don't like this. That
makes more sense,
That's
actually.
so
I
sad.
know. You don't like talking about it. It's been buried in the media.
No. Oh,
I said that like it was like a.
this can't be the clip.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm curious. Yeah.
Meaning like, okay, so I'm gonna do an analogy of like when I go to sleep. The best way for me to fall asleep is I brush my teeth, I take a magnesium, I turn the sound machine on, I like have all this stuff. I have my sleep mask, I have like the weighted blanket and all that stuff. And that like for certain people can fall asleep like that. And it's gotten in that way now where I know a lot of people that can't fall asleep without those things in order, right? I don't have my sound machine. I won't be able to fall asleep. I think that it is the same thing for guys who are like, I can only come if it's this way, a certain way. If I do,
Condition themselves like a dog.
sorry.
Like they condition themselves like a dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because men are dog.
Men are dogs.
Nice.
DAWG.
Dog.
That's what I'm referencing. That like then.
So
when
you've been
it's
with
like,
somebody that's like, you have to do this exact.
No.
Okay.
Because they just don't come. Because they know it's weird. Of like, I'm not going to be able to finish tonight for whatever reasons. Of like people that drink too much. But like that's
outside.
not that.
That makes sense. Like like SSRIs, too much alcohol,
That's fine. Yeah. But then
not
I think.
enough coke.
Yes. You know what is so. I think it's so funny to like certain. I don't even know if I want to say this. Some men are alcoholics and they are so good at being alcoholics that they can still get hard, but they can't come, which normally it's like, if people are like heavy drinkers, it's like, well, I'm not going to be able to get hard and I'm not going to be able to, if I can't get hard, we're not having sex. But like some guys are like, no, I can still get hard, but then I just won't be able to finish. I'm like, that's a new level of like, I can drink, which I think is so crazy. And Jonah.
Oh no.
Oh my God. And hey, I love to drink. I love to party. It's just funny to me, I guess. And I laugh at these men in the fucking face. No, but,
So you laugh at them being like, ha ha ha, you could pleasure me all night and all morning.
No,
Ha, 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 you stupid drunk asshole. Ha, 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 I could have sex as long as I want with you.
no. No, you sicko. No, because eventually they stop and they're like, I'm not going to finish. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
So would you
Yeah, I know.
rather have somebody that happens to too fast or it takes too long?
It takes too long.
You'd rather have that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Even to the point where it like starts to kind of like, okay, now I'm hurting.
If it gets to that point, then we just call it.
Yeah.
And I'll just be clear for everyone who thinks I'm being serious. Like, it doesn't. That's not. It doesn't matter if a guy's like, well, can't come. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Then we don't have to keep doing this.
But are you
this
like, what about me?
It depends.
Should be.
Depends.
I mean, it
Sometimes.
should be like.
Thank you. So we've had this conversation. That sometimes I'm like, it's whatever time let's just go to bed.
Yeah.
Or then let's do this. Like it's
But that is
always
so
different.
fucked up that he wasn't like.
that he
Yeah, but let
didn't
me-
feel guilt about it, or not guilt,
Right.
but like he didn't feel like, I guess, so that he still could do something. Like he still could connect with Charlotte
Right.
in like a sexual way.
Well, that's why like Lisa Traeger's joke where he goes, "If I'm not coming, we're not coming."
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is like great. Which
Yeah.
I think is like true. True that.
It's true that just on this episode. So then Carrie, I also thought that like the way that this guy was portrayed on like hey, I guess I'm just on Prozac now. I felt it was like a little insensitive, and maybe I'm just looking through it from like a 2026 lens of like, this guy is just like the idea that they're saying of like, yeah, this guy is on antidepressants, and now he's kind of just like, yeah, I guess I just don't have sex anymore. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really like how they're saying that, making this look in the 90s of people taking antidepressants.
That's weird because I actually had the opposite thought of that. Just in the upfront of it. After a while, I was like, and also I was like, is this how the guy is? Why is she with him? She's so much better than this. But up front, he was like, I was having such a hard time. I was doing stuff. And then I got in this drug and I've never felt better. And I was like, oh, that's nice. Okay. That's like, so it's not like demonizing it. Cause I think around that time it was kind of like, oh, I'm a fucked up person because I need to be on that. And I was like, oh, that's nice. And then the flip happened that you're talking about. And that's when I was like,
of being like, well, yeah, I feel great, but I can't have sex. And what a big deterrent for everybody watching this show of like, well, I don't want to take Prozac because I won't have a sex drive anymore, which is the case for some people on SSRIs, but not all. And I think that's a huge misconception.
Also sex maniac. Like
Sex
if someone told me that like, yeah, that girl, she's a sex maniac, I'd be like, that's scary.
No,
that
I
sounds
don't.
like she's going to murder me.
She's going to hurt me with her sex. So then it goes back to Carrie, and she's at home watching her new neighbors have sex right in front of her window. I mean, you know what? And she hears Samantha's voice in her head of like, go out and just get it. And she's inspired by these people having just raw open sex in front of her window. And I'm just like, you know what? This is city life. Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I've heard plenty of sex happening.
Oh, yeah.
I think never seen. Have you?
I don't think so.
But you've heard it.
I've heard it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're like
more in hotels than I have in apartments.
I've never heard in a hotel.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot. Well, in Las
apartments
Vegas, you hear a lot.
and I've never heard a roommate having sex.
I have.
Yeah.
I've never heard a roommate having sex, but I've heard like.
Oh, that's a lie. I have heard one roommate having sex.
Okay. Who was it and what was going on?
I can't tell you.
No, like I've heard sex going on, like kind of like, okay, so you went on you went on a girls retreat basically this weekend, but like a bunch
Big
of
group?
people, big group. I've heard that.
Yeah. No, I have. But that's like.
Has anybody
I think
been
it's
like, hey,
normal.
I heard you last night?
Yes.
Like anyone really?
And that makes me so uncomfortable.
I know.
Like
that.
I was when I was seeing a guy who had roommates. He was like, "Oh, my roommate like heard us and put his ear up to the door," and I was like, "I hate this. Hate it." Same roommate tried to like put his hands down my pants once, and I was like, "This sucks. This whole situation is awful."
Guys are just the fucking worst.
Yeah. And then a different time, the bed was just very squeaky, and I was really in my head about that because it was also like the first time that I had met that roommate, and I was like, okay, they're cool and like we're all adults, but it did make me be like, oh. Yes, for the same reason that you're like, I don't want to hear about my friends jerking off.
Yeah.
It's like, because now I'm picturing it, and I don't want you to picture that.
Yeah.
You picture me at a library.
Yeah.
Covered. Head to toe. Never doing anything crazy.
A blanket.
Yeah.
Like a ghost.
A shawl.
So.
And then we go back to the yoga, and Samantha's is one of my favorite parts because they're doing like their chakas, whatever. And then Samantha looks down, she goes, "You're hard." And the yoga guy goes, "I know."
Yeah. And she goes, and he's like, "It'll go down."
He'll go down.
She tries to get at him.
Yeah.
And he stops her, which I was like, "Oh God, Samantha, don't do this! Like, please don't do this." And
it was inferred that he did go down. It was inferred that he did go down, right? Because she tries to like start things with him, and then she looks down. She's like, "Oh, like it's."
Oh, I don't.
I couldn't figure out if she's just
that.
like, "Oh," or like, "Oh, you did."
No,
get
I think
go
he
down."
stopped her, and then she was just like, "Huh," but I don't think that his boner went down.
Okay.
Maybe not. Maybe I didn't watch it clearly enough. But
it's funny because when he goes like, she goes, "You're hard." On a widescreen TV, if you look down, you can see just a tip hanging up.
no,
No, you can't do
Oh my
that.
God, I was gonna say, what? God, you got me excited for nothing.
Jonah goes buys the TV.
And I think he's also right, a very huge TV. I'm gonna put it on your TV right now. But also he's like leaning into it of like, it is kind of kinky to her of like, let's just, hey, I'm hard right now, but let's keep breathing. Let's like,
I could see that.
She gets into that
Yeah.
of just like the energy of
She does this a lot.
knowing that she can't have sex with this guy.
Yeah, she does do that a lot, though. I feel like with other guys, she like sometimes they're in like the fixer upper guy,
The turtle, yeah.
Turtle. Like she does that from time to time.
Yeah. She likes a challenge in every sense of it.
She likes a challenge.
She likes to chase too.
Yeah.
So also it's interesting that Samantha doesn't stop with this guy because she thinks she's going to crack him. When also she can go out and get anybody to have sex with her. Like in the same, like, why doesn't Miranda just call Skipper? Why doesn't Samantha just go and find any of these other people who she's like, I know, because she likes the chase.
But she's not complaining that she's not getting sex.
No.
You know what I mean? But Miranda is.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
So I think Samantha like what you said. I think Samantha loves the chase.
So then we come back to Carrie, who is at Big's place, dressed in a skimpy little outfit. And it's so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing for her. She goes over and she like throws herself on him and she's like making out with him. And then he's trying to watch TV and she's like trying to get something going. And he keeps turning her down and turning her down. And then eventually he tosses her off of him and goes, Jesus, Karen, just watch the show. Huge red flag.
Right.
Huge red flag. Again, this couple has no communication.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you acting so nuts? I thought he was going to put his fist through the wall.
Yes.
Right.
That is crazy.
Right.
And the fact that happened and then she still was like, I'm falling in love with him. I'm like, girl, run.
That's the most 90s thing that's happened.
That is insane. It was really upsetting to watch.
Excuses like, oh, that's just how guys get.
And then they
love boxing.
Without missing a beat, just goes, great, well, I guess I'll just leave.
Yeah.
And it's like both of them are just riling each other up to fight and to have no like actual what do you want? Why are you doing this? Like obviously she wants to have sex with you, you idiot. Are you that stupid? What do you think? And it was just really upsetting to see both of them like this.
That's the best thing about I was gonna be old DVR, right? Or streaming because you can pause it. So you can be like, yeah. Let's get in it. I'm not missing my boxing match.
My boxing match. It's so important to me. And it just like after rejection for Carrie, I did feel really bad for her that she was like, how can he resist me in my little skirt? And that she was rejected in such a cruel way.
But like, where she's acting nuts.
Yes. And then she's just like,
I'm showing you
fine,
attention.
well, I'll leave. And then she leaves and expects a call and it doesn't happen, which is, again, cruel of him to do. Like, obviously something is wrong. You guys are fighting. And when he comes back into the picture, they just kind of gloss over it. It's like what is this relationship based on? What are you guys building towards? Nothing. But also, what do you guys talk about?
Well, also she leaves and she goes, I waited 10 seconds to see if he chase after me. So that's also means like you left because you wanted him to chase after you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I get, but it's like you should
They're both super
left
toxic.
forever when he says, what are you fucking nuts?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, she waits. They're both huge red flags. Both of them starting fighting is absolutely insane. Miranda goes back to Blockbuster, her home away from home, and she gets hit on by a construction worker. And I literally wrote down, hey, you want to drop box? I'll give you something you can drop, baby. Yeah. I wrote down construction worker ... wood. And like, yeah. And okay, I don't want to sound insensitive, but like if Miranda is so like, oh, I just want to, want to have sex. And some guy is out here hitting on me. I'd be like, let's talk. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want? And instead she rolls her eyes, but like, hey, that's a union man, dude.
Yeah.
That's a good working guy.
We can skip ahead to this like real quick because it's a fast beat, but I do like that there's another scene later on where she comes back.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, achimachi.
Yeah, we got a live one, boys. And she comes up to him.
And she's like, all right, you want to fuck me? And he's like, well, I have a wife.
Hey, easy lady, I'm married.
Yeah.
It was just like, that was a fun, quick like turnaround for that.
But I love that like chant like, oh, you think you're a tough man? Guess what? You're fucking not. And that's, I felt good about that one.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. I got a wife, though.
My wife would hate this. So then Carrie, in frustration of the fight with Big, decides to do a full reno on her kitchen. She starts painting the walls, like all because your boyfriend won't have sex with you. Like that feels insane. She has like a full tarp out painting the walls. Miranda comes over and kind of puts it in her place. And she says like, it's not about the fucking fart. It's obviously not. There's so much more than just that. But like what it really is Carrie not feeling wanted and by this guy.
Right.
Okay. And she's blaming it on a fart.
But I do like the idea that she says that she's just so exhausted about having to be perfect.
Yeah.
And I was like, aw. Yeah.
But I kind of also thought that her whole deal was that she's a girl's girl, or a guy's girl. Like looking back in the other episodes, I'm like, she never has that. I know it's like new episode, new relationship, whatever, that now she feels like she has to be perfect. But I feel like in the previous episodes, she's kind of prided herself on not being that model girl that he's seeing.
Right.
And not being, I can go and drink with the guys and not be this perfect little person that he thinks that he's used to.
Right.
I kind of thought that's what her vibe was. And now she's like, his perfect suit and his perfect apartment. And I was like, but he's not perfect. He bought a whoopee cushion.
Yeah, he bought a whoopee cushion.
And then she says, I think I'm in love with him. And I said, after he treated you like that, girl, be real. Like,
right.
And I mean, she's not telling any of her friends this, but if she was my friend and she was like, he yelled at me and he kicked me out of the house, I'd be like, we're losing his number. And
right,
that's kind
100%.
of my big issue with the show is that all of these things happen and the friends aren't like, we need to get you out of here.
Right.
Like, that's crazy. So
boys will be boys.
yeah, right. Oh, and just go and have sex with him, and that'll fix it. Miranda then sees the neighbors having sex in the window, and then suddenly all four of them are there watching them have sex. I loved this scene.
Yeah.
I really did. All of it. I thought it was like put together nicely out, both of them, and Miranda, Charlotte, all of them had their own like take on it. Like Miranda was so like desperately watching them.
Yeah.
Samantha's watching them in like a really like, oh, I can't wait until that's me type of way. And Carrie was watching it in like a, yep, these are my neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at them go. And then when the head turned to the side, I really loved that. I thought
that made
was
me
so
laugh
fun.
out loud.
Yeah.
So this is not a joke. This is actually true. On that, you can see the guy's cocksock.
Oh yeah.
So you can see there's white right between his legs that kind of like flips like a little bit.
It's interesting that you zoomed in on that.
I didn't have to zoom in. It was
Yeah.
it was
It's
yeah.
widescreen TV.
Yeah. Well, they were going at it, and I was like, "There's like," it was very like, "Here we go. Here are all the things that I'm not surprised at." And they have this, I think, really fun conversation of Miranda being like, "Samantha, how can you be celibate right now? I want to do this. Like,
Right.
how can people are starving? How can you be fasting?" I thought it was really
that was
fun.
good.
Really fun line. And then Miranda's had some line about if I gotten myself off as much as I wanted to in the past 3 months, I'd have given myself carpal tunnel.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
I made me laugh. I just really loved this scene. I thought this scene was really great, and that scene is very iconic. Sex in the City of all of them turning their heads.
Yeah, and I think it made him. Well, I wouldn't know that, but like I think it also is like just a good example of like, oh, this is why they're friends.
Yeah. So then we go back to Miranda at Blockbuster. She hits on the guy, and then it cuts to oh no, and then it's
Samantha
at yoga.
Crushing it.
Hissing. Hey, wanna fuck? Hey.
Oh, before that was great. Where she was, if you're not gonna put your hands lower, get your hands off me.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was like, fucking, because like the second he touched her, she's like,
and then she's like, enough.
Yeah.
All right. And that's when the tension breaks for her. And she's like, I just got to get off with somebody. And she looks at one guy and he's like, no. And the other guy's like, yep. And she's like, great, let's get out of here.
I love he goes, wanna fuck? And he goes, what? And she goes, wanna fuck?
Yes.
And he's like,
Yeah. Great.
little
Let's go.
mustache. Yeah.
And that was like pure Samantha, that I was like, finally, this is what I was waiting for her to like, she kind of has this, I like this. Like, no, I don't like this. Let's go. Charlotte is jerking the guy off. Poor Charlotte. I felt so bad that she was like, we can do this. And then eventually he's just like, no. And I'm chafing. And, is this going to be a deal breaker? And she's like, yeah, absolutely.
I don't get how like first off, flaccid dicks are disgusting. Let's all agree. Let's all three of us agree on that one.
Agree.
Nobody wants to see a flaccid dick.
Yes.
So then, but then he's like proud of it. It's like you're at your weakest already.
Because of before the Prozac doesn't make me feel anything. That's why he's like has this attitude of yeah, I guess whatever.
It really takes away your shame.
Yeah, I guess right.
Yeah.
And then good for Charlotte. She's like, no, this is a huge deal breaker for me. Great, good for her. I love that because I think Charlotte is the number one character on the show to be like, we can make it work because she's doing anything in the name of love. And so she's like, if this is a guy I'm going to marry, I'll do this. I'll be different. I'll do this. And that kind of goes on and on throughout the series.
If they just would have met 5 years after this,
honestly,
because they would have had the ED meds.
Oh,
yeah.
He could have taken Viagra. That I'm really glad that she was like, this is the line. I gotta get off. So Big has ignored Carrie for 3 days, comes over to the house, and it's just like, nothing's wrong. Hey, hi.
Right.
Cool.
So
this is your place? I've never seen it before.
He opens the door. He salutes her. They're a fucking child.
Why?
Like a childless mama.
It's like, why would he?
I can tell you why, because he got a fucking head trauma like a month before this.
Yeah.
And he's had to relearn all his motor skills and relearn like he has to like slowly age in his brain like Harrison Ford did in regarding Henry.
So he doesn't, no words are said about apologizing. They have this weird subtext conversation about her apartment. And he's like, I like all the apartment. I like it. It's perfect as it is. And
which felt honest.
Yeah. But I'm like, don't have this talk in circles around what we're really trying to say, which is I like you as you are. You are perfect to me, just like your apartment. You don't need to paint the walls or change yourself to be with me. It would have been so much more meaningful for them as a couple to have that real conversation and not have Big do that, which he does a lot. He talks in circles around her and he talks in a way that's like, you can't catch me. I'm talking about the apartment, but I'm really talking about you. No, I'm not. No, I'm talking about the apartment. I like it. I like that it's stinky. Awesome. Just it smells like farts in here.
You drop ass again.
So this is where you come to fart. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't mind the like him showing up and him being like, it's a nice apartment. He's kind of like, we need to talk. Like he's kind of like, not like we need to talk. It's more like, do you want to say something to me? Like what's going on here?
But neither of them have the balls to do it.
I know. Yeah.
Neither of them have the
called
nuts
each other.
to do it.
Yeah, the nuts.
Yeah, because they're not talking to each other, and instead they're just stewing in their own mind about why they're fighting. And he comes over, and then everything's fine. And now they're back together. I said
Because they see somebody fucking.
Yes, right. He is so hot and cold. It's always on his terms. But
she's kind of crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, both of them are crazy.
Both of them crazy.
Like she comes over to his house, and he is. No, I don't want to do this. So he flings her off the couch. And then he comes back a couple of days later and he's like, actually, I want to have sex now. So let's have sex now. It's always on his terms. And she sees something in him that she is going to yes and him to make it work.
But then something happens that then subconsciously she is like, not subconsciously, but then she takes personally or like she takes it as an insult, whatever. Instead of talking to him about it, she stews about it and then blows up on him about something else that's going on. So they're just not being honest with each other at all. Like this is a very toxic.
And this is the relationship that we're supposed to root for.
I know.
And aspire to.
I was kind of hoping that like when he'd make a move on her, she's like, I don't know, I think I'm a little tired. And then they laugh together and make out. I was hoping for that kind of cute little button at the end.
It just feels like he has so much power over her. And it's
driving her crazy.
Embarrassing to watch this
The problem
woman.
is like she's giving him that power.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because she thinks he's so perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
That she's just not allowing herself to be like important in that relationship.
To not have like any say in that relationship. Yeah. That's exactly it.
Yeah. Ugh. But then it comes out and talks. I think toxic is too strong word, but like, then it comes out in like kind of not mature ways at him. Too. So he's he's trying to like navigate that, but like while he's like, it seems like if they just had a fucking conversation.
Yes, honestly. Are you a Mr. Big sympathizer?
No.
Jonah.
I feel bad. You know, I'm not gonna make fun of a mentally challenged person.
Oh my God. I cannot stress enough how much this guy was not shot in the head. Okay. He's just
so
a
you
dick.
think like he got a brick dropped on him?
I think he was like walking underneath a building and a piano fell from a window.
You think he got home alone?
Yeah. And he stood up and his teeth were piano keys.
Yeah. He's like, and they fall off like and they make that sound.
And then he went to go visit Carrie.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. But that was episode 11 of Sex and the City.
Okay.
Good episode. I mean, I will say, do you think after watching that episode, do you think that Sex and the City sucks?
I like this episode a lot.
I liked this episode.
I really enjoy this episode a lot.
Off of this episode alone, I don't think it sucks.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
But
I don't know. We talked about this in the front of the episode. I don't know. I'm not excited for the season finale because I don't feel
like what are we building towards?
Yeah, I feel there's like talk about whatever. I don't feel like that. I don't feel built up to have a good release.
Can I just tell you one thing? Is that
Who did that?
Well, we've been talking about releases.
In your eyes when I said that too.
Don't release on me. The season finale leaves us on a cliffhanger. So
what cliff? What are we building to?
That's it. It brings it up and drops us there.
What,
it's all in the same
episode. Ahead, Jonah. You're ahead on the episodes.
You watched the wrong episode. That's it's gonna in the same episode it's gonna start and leave us on a cliffhanger. Oh, for season 2.
Is one of them pregnant?
No.
When you guys were explaining this episode, I thought it was going to end with them breaking up or like him ghosting her for those 3 days. But then you guys kept going and went, "Oh, this will."
It is a very weird episode, and I will say it sucks. And keep this in mind for the next one. It's going to suck. So we were thinking about doing who had the best episode and who had the worst episode.
Who's the winners and losers?
Yeah, winners and losers of this episode.
Yeah.
Who do you think had the best time?
Carrie. I think Carrie was the best. No, I'm sorry. It was just Samantha.
Samantha. I was like, Carrie sucks.
Yeah.
And how are you gauging that? Of like, I'm just curious. As like,
to me, it's like, whose story could I watch again? Mm-hmm. It's Samantha, and I just think like I liked her. I guess I shouldn't say that. I think like, who plays her?
Kim Cattrall
just murders it in this.
She does.
She's so good in it. Mm-hmm. She's so good. I think they're really they're finding her like comedic talent in here. And I think she's great. I think kind of like, I don't know. Who's yours?
Are we doing this just off of the 4, or are we doing this off of anybody in the episode?
I'd say the 4.
The
4.
4.
Because they're always going to be in it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Let's rank the episode on best to worst
Of right now? Like
of the characters
of the
this
4, yeah.
episode
So
specifically.
I think Samantha, yeah, she had I liked it was so true to Samantha of like a little challenge and then being like, screw this, I'm so hot, I'm gonna go. And also she had like I think she had some really great lines and some really great outfits.
Yeah.
Worst in the episode. If we're just doing the 4, I'll say Carrie, because a lot of stuff was very embarrassing for her and I feel like she had no redemption. But like Mr. Big was embarrassing this episode. He had the worst time. Sorry? Miranda?
She's a fucking loser in this episode.
But at least she called this guy out. She called the construction guy out to be like, hey, you want to do this? Let's do this.
That was a great moment.
Nothing that Carrie did was redeeming. I was just like, you're actually cringe, girl.
Yeah, and Charlotte was just kind of there.
Charlotte was there.
Yeah. I felt so bad for Charlotte in
Me
this
too.
episode. I just was just like, oh my God. Like,
I think
what
of
is
all
with this guy?
But like Mr. Big was like, ugh, this episode, you look awful in this episode.
Right.
As in most episodes, but he looked awful in it. It was just
Right.
like, I don't like that. Good.
Sweet.
Love it. Well,
Samantha wins again.
and thanks, Samantha. I feel like that's when we play this game, Samantha.
But
is
you know who
gonna-
else is going to win again? You, the listener.
Yeah.
All you got to do is make sure to like, subscribe. You can, if you have any questions, you can always DM us at our Instagram, which is, what is it, Austin?
This show sucks pod.
Yeah.
Pod.
Yep.
Make sure to do that.
Comment on our videos on TikTok where everybody tells us how offensive and ugly we are. Hey.
I get why that happens. I understand.
I the funny thing is that like the clips that we have, it is like, if I was just watching, I'd be like, yeah, that's like not good. But when you listen to the whole episode, it's like we really talk about a lot more than just like, so is Carrie actually pretty? And I'm like, well, we talked about what you really meant, and we talked about more about the show as Carrie's attractiveness pertains to it. But that really cracked me up when everyone's like,
these uggos. I think somebody said, somebody said these uggos think they can.
Yeah.
I said uggos. I haven't seen that.
Hey, I welcome it. It's fine.
I want to be like, this dipshit thinks that they can comment on my fucking ugliness.
Do it.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Love it.
Right.
God, there was, I know when someone commented something and then I responded and I said, hey, I'm defending Carrie.
Yeah.
I hate her, but I'm defending her.
Yeah.
I'm excited in like 40 minutes. You're posting another clip where you guys dog on Dolce & Gabbana shoes.
Good.
Nice.
It's so
Good.
can't wait for people to be like, no, those
are actually fashion.
Those
Yeah.
pom-pom shoes are the greatest thing I've ever
Those
seen.
are fashion.
Well, that's what I do like about the show, which I think is kind of cool. Is I can totally see why people like completely like
Ride for
side
it.
with somebody, and then
Yeah.
they're like, no, don't you fucking talk about her because
Yeah.
that person's me.
Yes.
So I feel like you're talking shit about me.
That's such a good point. It's like to go back to the beginning, we were like, oh, who are you? It's like so much of like, wait, if you think that Carrie's bad, you think that I'm bad and I'm not bad, I'm actually good. Because we know so much about these characters and they are such, for people who love the show, such familiar characters that it was like in that clip, you said something, I said something like, that's my friend. Like, I feel like I'm like, whoa. I can talk shit about Carrie, but not you. You just met her 10 episodes ago.
Who do
You don't
know?
know her like that.
Right.
But I can. It's a very, people feel very protective of these characters, which is really fun.
It's just hard to find like, I always have I don't know why I struggle with this, but I struggle like when the actors that play a character are attractive or not, that are attractive, but then in the world that they're in, they're not acknowledged as being attractive.
We touched on that of Sandra Bullock, Anne Hathaway and Princess Diaries.
Yeah, like
we did
Sandra
exactly
Bullock.
that.
Yeah, did we talk about this?
We did in that episode. We talked about it.
Yeah, but like Sandra Bullock, especially, and It Could Happen to You, where she's supposed to be like this like person that works at a train station. Like, I'm like, that was like one of the prettiest girls in the whole entire world.
While you were sleeping.
Yeah, while you were sleeping.
Yeah.
Which is a very problematic
It Could Happen
movie.
to You is Nick Cage with the...
Did I say It Could Happen to You?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, you were right. While you were sleeping.
Good job, Deanna.
I did it.
Yeah.
And Miss Congeniality.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
But anywho,
Yeah.
that is, follow us on Instagram at The Show Sucks Pod, at Deanna Ortiz _ at
Jonah Jurkens.
Jonah Jurkens. Okay, I didn't know if there was an extra J in there. And thanks for listening. And just like that, the episode's over.
Just like that. See you next week.